नमस्कार, सर्वांचं पुन्हा एकदा स्वागत. कॅलिफोर्निया आर्ट्स असोसिएशन अर्थात कला आपल्या या मंथली प्ले रिडिंग सेशन्समध्ये आज पुन्हा एकदा सर्वांचं हार्दिक स्वागत. एक अत्यंत आनंदाची बातमी म्हणजे हा फेब्रुवारी महिन्याचा इव्हेंट हा आपला सिग्नेचर इव्हेंट ज्याला आपण म्हणतो. आपल्या ह्या इव्हेंटची अॅनिव्हर्सरी असते फेब्रुवारी 2016 मध्ये आय गेस आपण सुरू केलं हा इव्हेंट, इफ आय एम नॉट रॉंग. आणि यावर्षी आपण 4 वर्ष हा उपक्रम राबवलेला आहे. सो हे सगळं शक्य झालंय ते आपल्यासारख्या प्रेक्षकांच्या प्रतिसादामुळे. बिकॉज ऑफ द पॅन्डेमिक आपण मध्ये एक 2 महिना आपण गॅप घेतला होता जेव्हा आपला इव्हेंट इन पर्सन व्हायचा, तो काही होऊ शकला नाही. बट देन वी स्विच ऑन टू झूम आणि दॅट हॅज ओपन अ लॉट ऑफ न्यू ऑडियन्स. दे आर एबल टू जॉईन अस. इट्स व्हेरी इंटरेस्टिंग की आपल्याला अक्रॉस टाइम झोन्स रिस्पॉन्सेस येतात, अक्रॉस कंट्रीज येतात. भारतातही बरेचसे लोक आपल्याला जॉईन होतात आणि लोक वाट पाहत असतात. सो या सगळ्या उदंड प्रतिसादाबद्दल आपल्या सर्वांचे पुन्हा एकदा आभार. असाच लोभ असू द्यावा. आणि बिकॉज वी आर एंटरिंग इन द 5th year of this event celebration, we are trying a new experiment that we opened our script selection to a wider pool of scripts. So we have started including English. Slowly we'll start including Hindi or any good other language script as well. We'll keep on choosing the script based on our certain criteria and how it goes with the overall flows or the package for the event. Today we are having 2 scripts. First one is Marathi, second one is the English script. Both scripts have some adult content, so viewers discretion is advised. In case you are on you will not be able to unmute yourself while the performances are going on, but towards end when we'll request you to unmute. Make sure that you be mindful of the surroundings when you are talking, etc. So with that, I think we are good to start the first script. So आज आपली पहिली स्क्रिप्ट आहे, एक मराठी नाटक आहे. नाटकाचं नाव आहे चंद्रपूरच्या जंगलात टिंब 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 प्रश्नचिन्ह. नाटकाचे लेखक दिग्दर्शक आहेत विक्रम वाटवे. सो कला सादर करीत आहे चंद्रपूरच्या जंगलात.
चंद्रपूरच्या जंगलात नुकताच जाऊन आलाय.
बर. तो त्या तिथं जंगलात काय करत होता?
अरे काही मित्रांबरोबर शिकार करत असेल तर आयुष्यात काहीतरी थ्रिल पाहिजे म्हणून वाघ बघायला गेला असेल. महत्वाचं आहे तो तिथून परत येतो. चंद्रपूरच्या जंगलातून.
मग तो पुण्याहून का नाही येत?
अरे कारण तिथे जंगल नाही.
अरे पण जंगलच का पाहिजे? म्हणजे लोकांना सगळं पहिल्यापासून कळलं पाहिजे का? जंगल म्हणजे सगळंच समजतं ना. म्हणून
अरे एवढ्या डिटेलिंग मध्ये अडकू नको रे. महत्वाचं आहे आला जंगलातून फिरून आला. घरातच होता आवरावर करत. तो स्वतःच्याच विचारात अडकून आणखीनच नर्वस होत होता आणि घरात आला चंद्रपूरच्या जंगलातून थकून भागून पण मजा करून.
वाघ आहेत का रे जंगलात चंद्रपूरच्या?
अरे काय फरक पडतो?
असं नाही रे. म्हणजे कसं आहे, स्थळकाळाचे रेफरन्सेस अचूक पाहिजेत की नाही? तर हा जंगलात वाघ आहेत का?
ह्याला मुंबईत चुत्तेत.
अरे माझ्यावर चिडून काही फायदा नाहीये. फॅक्ट्स जमा करा मालक, फॅक्ट्स.
अरे ही काय डॉक्युमेंटरी आहे काय चंद्रपूरच्या जंगलावरची? की सगळ्या शाळेत नेऊन दाखवायचे आपल्याला. काय तू
अरे पण तू जे आहेस असं म्हणतोयस ना, ते असायला नको का?
ऐक ना, आपण आता जरा पुढे सरकूया का?
ठीक आहे, ठीक आहे. तर काय म्हणलास? चंद्रपूरहून आला.
हा हा, रापलेला पण आनंदी.
हम्म.
पण ब घाबरलाय, त्याला संशय येतोय आणि म्हणूनच त्याला मिठी मारायला जातो ना, तेव्हा ने असं ते सर्जिकल फेस मास्क, रेनकोट आणि हो रबर हँड ग्लोव्ह घातलेत.
कशासाठी?
अरे अरे त्याला वाटतंय आपल्यालाही तो होईल.
अरे नुसत्या स्पर्शानं काही होत नसतं. हे बघ, दोन शरीरात जर द्रव्य पदार्थांची देवाणघेवाण झाली ना तर होत. म्हणजे काय? संभोग, रक्त बदल, असं काहीतरी. फक्त स्पर्शाने काही होत नाही.
हे तुला माहितीये, मला माहितीये. अरे पण ला नाही माहित.
हे फालतू आहे.
अरे अरे पण विनोदी आहे ना.
कोणीही असणार नाही. रेनकोट, हँड ग्लोव्स, साला बालनाट्य.
हे परवाच इंडिया टुडेत वाचलं, हल्ली अमेरिकेवरून आलेले फॅक्स सुद्धा लोक हातात हँड ग्लोव्ह घालून घेतात.
हो, अरे असा विनोद असेल.
तुला आयुष्य एवढं सोपं वाटतंय?
अरे पण ते समलिंगी संभोग करणारेच का पाहिजे?
हे बघ, कारण बघणाऱ्या बऱ्याच लोकांना वाटतं की ते फक्त त्यांनाच होतं.
म्हणजे आपण त्यांचं अज्ञान जोपासायचं?
आणि ते विनोदी आहे.
समलिंगी संभोग करणं विनोदी आहे? समलिंगी संभोग करणं विनोदी आहे?
नाटकात आहे, एक एरवी नक्कीच नाही.
तेच म्हणतोय मी. पण तरी तुला विनोदी करायचंय? आईला तुम्ही म्हणजे विनोदासाठी आईला पण विकायला कमी करणार नाही रे.
आपण विनोदी नाटक करतोय ना.
बहुतेक.
आणि कधी कधी विनोद मजेशीर असू शकतो.
काही किंमत देऊन? फक्त हसण्यासाठी? म्हणजे मध्यमवर्गीय माणसांच्या अज्ञानाचा फायदा घेऊन?
तुला आहे ना अजून नीट कळत नाहीये. अरे हा प्रोग्रेसिव्ह विनोद आहे.
रबर मास्क आणि रेनकोट.
अरे त्यामुळे प्रोग्रेसिव्ह हसणं प्रेक्षकांमधून येतं. आपण हेच दाखवतोय ना की माणसं आपल्याला रोगाची लागण होऊ नये म्हणून घाबरून वेडेपणा करतात. यासाठीच तर हे नाटक आहे. या विनोदाद्वारे ते आपण पोहोचवण्याचा प्रयत्न करतोय. कारण विनोदातनं जे कळतं ते भावनातनं पोहोचवणं कठीण असतं रे.
सुंदर, सुंदर. मालक, आपल्याला माहितीये ना की हसणं हा एक झटका आहे फक्त डायफ्रॅमला दिलेला, असा उचकीसारखा. बस.
पण मग आत्ता चाललेल्या विनोदी नाटकांचं काय?
मला त्याच्याशी काही घेणं देणं नाही. मी आपल्या नाटकाबद्दल बोलतोय.
ठीक आहे, मग तुझ्या मते आपण काय करावं?
आणखीन जरा सिरियसली विचार करावा. अरे या घटकेला सुद्धा हजारो माणसं तो व्हायरस रक्तात घेऊन फिरतायत. अनेकांना माहिती सुद्धा नाहीये की आपण अजून पॉझिटिव्ह आहोत. सुईच्या टोका एवढा सुद्धा आपण अनुभवलेला नाहीये तो. लोकात गैरसमज पसरू नयेत म्हणून सरकार सगळे प्रयत्न करतंय. पण तरी सुद्धा रोगी वाढतच आहेत ना. आणि कोण जाणे एखाद दिवस असा सुद्धा येईल की जेव्हा आपल्या जवळचाही कुणीतरी हतलाच असेल.
अरे मला आहे ना आत्ताच्या तरुण पिढीचं वाईट वाटतं. अरे त्यांचा सेक्स बाबतीचा दृष्टिकोन केवढा वेगळा आहे. पण आहे ना आता त्यांना परत मागे जायला लागतंय जुनी फॅशन आल्यासारखं. कारण मनात भीती आहे, अनावरस मुलांची नाही तर मृत्यूची.
आणि या घटकेला जरी त्यांनी हा थांबवला ना तरी बाबरी मशिदीनंतर देशात जितके मेले त्यापेक्षा जास्त लोक मरणार आहेत. आणि ते थांबवू शकत नाही ते. कारण याबाबतचं लोकांचं अज्ञान, अंधश्रद्धा आणि भीती. मला सांग, समाज बोट तरी दाखवणार कोणाकडे? रोगी कोणता हेच उघडपणे कळत नाही. आपलं जग खूप छोट आहे. आपण साला टेररिस्टना घाबरतो, हिंदू मुस्लिम दंग्यांना घाबरतो, पण जेव्हा शत्रू न कळणाऱ्या मार्गाने येतो ना, तेव्हा एक छोटासा व्हायरस आणि मृत्यू, फक्त मृत्यू. आणि आपण हे सगळं प्रेक्षकांना जाणवून द्यायला पाहिजे, त्यांना न घाबरवता.
आणि हे शक्य आहे.
हो, का नाही? सत्य घटना, फॅक्ट्स, त्यांनीच सुरुवात करूया. रेनकोट, हँडग्लोव्हजनी नाही, हे काही नाही चालणार.
मी तेच म्हणत होतो. ए, तुला या सर्वाची सुरुवात कशाने झालं माहितीये का? आफ्रिकेतल्या एका माकडाने हा व्हायरस प्रथम माणसाला दिला. कसा? कारण ते फार जवळ आले. कारण माणसानी जंगलं कापली. ती जंगलं, तिथे माकडं हजारो वर्षांपासून राहत होती. पण म्हणजे हाही राजकीय आणि आर्थिक प्रॉब्लेम झाला. माकड आणि माणूस. अर्थात हे सुद्धा विनोदी नसेल तर.
पुन्हा तेच, अरे माणसं मरतायत ते बघ ना.
हे, अरे त्याची सवय आहे रे सगळ्यांना. हे हार्ट अटॅक, कॅन्सर, मलेरिया, भूकंप, भूकबळी, हेरोईन खाऊन मृत्यू, कोकेन खाऊन मृत्यू, वाटी पिऊन मृत्यू, भिंतीखाली गाडून मृत्यू, दगड लागून मृत्यू, बुडून मृत्यू, जगून मृत्यू, युद्धावर मृत्यू, वृद्धापकालीन मृत्यू, नाहीतर काहीही कारण नाही हो. अचानक गेले मृत्यू, अचानक मृत्यू. तू आणि मीही जाणार होतो एक दिवस. आणि तुला यावर विनोद करता येत नसेल ना, तर गळफास लावून घे, मृत्यू.
तुला हे नाटक का लिहायचंय?
कारण त्यांनी आपल्याला नाटक लिहायला सांगितलंय. आणि विनोदी नाटकासाठी हा चांगला विषय. आणि हो, त्यांनी आपल्याला पेन मनी दिलंय.
पण आपण वेगळ्या तऱ्हेने मांडू शकतो, स्वतःच्या दृष्टिकोनातून. सब्जेक्टच्या आत घुसायला पाहिजे. आपण थोड्या तपशिलात जायचा प्रयत्न करूयात का?
असं म्हणतोस?
हा,
बर. अरे ऐक ना, मागच्या डिसेंबरमध्ये, हिवाळ्यात, तू दिल्लीला गेला होतास ना सेमिनारला?
चंद्रपूर कॅन्सल.
गेला होतास ना? हा. तिथे नेहा,
नेहा,
दिल्लीची डिवोर्स्ड, दिसायला चिकनी नाही पण सुंदर. ती कवयित्री आहे.
कवयित्री आहे, कविता
हा,
करते.
ती कविता करते रे. हो.
बर.
तर शिबिराच्या शेवटच्या दिवशी, रादर रात्री, तुम्ही एकत्र होता, मजा केलीत, आणि ते संपलं, तिथेच संपलं. मग तू मुंबईला परत आलास. आणि तू तू त्याबद्दल कोणाला काही सांगायचं नाही असं ठरवलंस. आशाला सुद्धा नाही, कारण तुम्ही ते संपवलं. मग मग उन्हाळा सुरू झाला आणि संपत आला. मग जून, शाळा सुरू झाल्या, आणि तुझ्या डोक्यातनं ते सगळं गेलं. तर सगळं नाही तरी बरंचसं. तू जवळजवळ तिला विसरलास. मग आहे ना, तू असं एक दिवस असा घरीच सुट्टी घेऊन बसलायस, लिखाण करायला मस्त. बरेच असे रेफरन्सेस वगैरे गोळा केलेत. तुझ्या तुझ्या डाव्या बाजूला अशा कोऱ्या शीट्स पडल्या आहेत. आणि तुझ्या उजव्या बाजूला असे लिहून झालेले काही कागद आहेत. आणि तुझ्या समोर आहे ना, तुझ्या समोर कॉफीचा थर्मास आहे, पण तो तू उघडाच ठेवलायस. आणि कॉफी थंडगार झाली आहे. आणि तुझ्या कपातली कॉफी तू तशीच अर्धीच प्यायलास. आणि ना 25 सिगरेट वगैरे ओढून संपवल्यास. तू अशी 26वी पेटवतोस. आणि आणि घड्याळ बघतोस. 2:30 वाजलेत. आणि आकाश भरून आलंय, जोरात पाऊस येणार आहे. तू वातावरणाने डिप्रेस होतोस. तुला तुला वाटतं चला ब्रेक घेऊ. तू कॉफीचा थर्मास उचलतोस कॉफी प्यायला, पण तो उघडा टाकलेला दिसतो तुला. मग तू तू कॉफी करायला उठतोस, किचनमध्ये जाण्यासाठी वळतोस, तेवढ्यात तेवढ्यात बेल वाजते. तुला वाटतं तुझी मुलगी आर्द्रा शाळेतून घरी आली आहे म्हणून. तू दरवाजा उघडतोस तर दरवाजात
ओस्मान.
हां, पोस्टमन आलेला असतो. मग तू काय करतो, तू नेहमीच्याच उत्साहात ती अशी पत्र घेतोस. इलेक्ट्रिसिटीचं पत्र, नागपूरहून महेशचं पत्र आणि नेहाचं पत्र.
नेहाचं पत्र.
नेहाचं पत्र. तुला क्षणभर कळत नाही आणि तुझ्या लक्षात येतं की पाऊस सुरू झालाय. तुझ्या डोक्यात सगळ्या आठवणी येतात. तुला वाटतं अरे यार, आपण तिला पत्र लिहायला हरकत नव्हती. तू ते पत्र उघडतोस, थोडा थोडा घाबरलेला, थोडासा आनंदी. ती कवयित्री आहे आणि पत्र आहे ना छोटंसंच आहे. मला एड्सची टेस्ट घ्यायला लागली. इट वॉज पॉझिटिव्ह.
माझ्या रक्तात HIV व्हायरस आहे, तुला कळलं पाहिजे नेहा.
आता तू काय करणार? टेस्ट करून घेतोस?
तू म्हणतोस म्हणून
का नाही?
अरे मला असला तर.
कदाचित, बरोबर, पण नक्की नाहीये. मग तिला डिसेंबरमध्ये नसेलही, पण शक्यता आहे बरं का. ठीक आहे, तू टेस्ट करून घेणार नाहीयेस तर ठीक आहे. मग काय होतं, त्या दिवशी रात्री 11:30 वाजता तू तुझ्या पलंगावर झोपलायस. घरात शांतता आहे. फारच काळजीपूर्वक ऐकलंस तर हायवेवरील गाड्यांचा आवाज ऐकू येतोय. तुला आणि झोप लागत नाहीये. तुला आहे ना असं अपराधी वाटतंय. तू तू काळजी घ्यायला हवी होतीस असं तुला वाटतंय. तू एक पुस्तक वाचतोयस नवीन, पण तुझं पुस्तकातही लक्ष लागत नाहीये. खूप प्रयत्न करतोयस आणि ते सगळं विसरण्याचा, नेहाचं पत्र, सगळंच. पण तू थकलायस. तुला पुस्तक बाजूला ठेवायला पाहिजे कारण उद्यापासून तुझं रुटीन सुरू होतंय. पण ना, नाईट लॅम्प बंद करून अंधार करायला तू घाबरतोयस. आशा तुझ्या बाजूला झोपलीये. तिचा श्वासोच्छ्वास तुला ऐकू येतोय. त्याच वेळी ती वळते आणि तुझ्या पोटावर हात टाकते.
मी निरोध वापरला असणार नेहा बरोबर.
बर, काय रे, तू शेवटचा निरोध कधी वापरला होतास?
अरे इन्फेक्शन स्त्रीकडून पुरुषाकडे जातच नाही, किंवा किंवा शक्यता लाखात एक आहे. म्हणजे तू जर आकड्यांच्या हिशोबात बोलत असशील ना, तर तर तू काय साध्य करू शकणार आहेस सांग. हा, बर, मी टेस्ट करून घेईन.
पण नक्की ना?
कुठलाही माणूस हेच करेल.
तर तर नेहाचं पत्र जाळल्यानंतर तू बेडरूममध्ये जातोस, कपडे बदलतोस, छत्री घेतोस आणि सरळ हॉस्पिटलला जातोस. पाऊस पडतोय. तू सरळ टॅक्सी करतोस. टॅक्सीत तुझ्या लक्षात येतं की तुला घाम आलाय आणि हातपाय थंड पडायला लागलेत. आणि ना, टॅक्सीवाला तुला तुला तो रस्त्याच्या ऑपोजिट बाजूला सोडतो. आणि रस्ता क्रॉस करून तुला हॉस्पिटलमध्ये जायचं आहे, पण रस्ता क्रॉस करायला तुला कॉन्फिडन्सच नाहीये. तू जवळजवळ म्हणजे बस खाली मरता मरता वाचतोस.
ए चुत्या.
हां, बरोबर, बसवाला ओरडतो. त्याच वेळी तुझ्या लक्षात येतं की गाडीच्या मागच्या सीटवर तू छत्री तशीच विसरलास. मग आता तू भिजतोयस. तू ना आत शिरतोस. तू डॉक्टरच्या इथे बाहेर बसलायस. चेहरा अंग पुसतोयस आणि तुझ्या लक्षात येतं की एड्सची टेस्ट म्हणजे काय हे तुला माहीतच नाहीये. मग तू विचारायचं ठरवतो, पण पण साला डॉक्टर एक बाई असते, तरुण. तुला तू तू आणखीनच नर्वस होऊन जातोस. तुला मेल डॉक्टरशी बोलायला आवडलं असतं. ती ती मग तुला विचारते,
अं, तुम्ही समलिंगी संभोग करता का? वेश्यांबरोबर संभोग करता का?
तू काहीच बोलत नाहीस, फक्त मानेनेच नाही म्हणतोस.
बर. मग तुम्ही देशाबाहेर रिसेंटली कधी गेला होतात का?
तू तिला अडखळत नेहाबद्दल सांगतोस आणि तिच्या पत्राबद्दल सांगतोस. ती एक चिठ्ठी लिहून तुला ब्लड टेस्ट लॅबमध्ये पाठवते.
तुला हे सगळं कसं माहितीये बाय द वे?
अरे अरे मी परवाच टेस्ट करून आलो. हे हे बघ, हे नाटक लिहायला ना मला सत्य पाहिजे होतं ना. तर तर लॅबमधली माणसं तुला शुक्रवारी बोलवतात. तू जोराने ओरडतोस, माझी लॉटरी शुक्रवारी फुटली वाटतं. पण आता तिथलं कोणीच हसत नाही. तू तू बाहेर येतोस, बसने जायचं ठरवतोस. मग सुटकेचा निश्वास टाकतोस की तू तू केलंस. तुला वाटतं की आता त्यांना सांगावं ते रक्त संडासात फेकून द्या. आणि तुला स्वतःबद्दल आहे ना असा अभिमान पण वाटतो की तू सत्य झेललंयस, जसं आलं तसं. तेवढ्यात बस येते. मग तू घरी जायला निघतोस.
नाही, मी लायब्ररीत जाईन.
पण का?
कारण मला वाटतं तिथं सगळी पुस्तकं असतील ना या विषयावरची.
हा, बर. ठीक आहे, तू अमेरिकन लायब्ररीत जाशील. पण तिथे तुझ्या लक्षात येतं की या विषयावरची पुस्तकं बरीचशी आधीच गेली आहेत. शेवटी शेवटी तुला आहे ना असं एक मोठं जाड पुस्तक मिळतं. ते लायब्ररियन अशी तुझ्याकडे आणि त्या पुस्तकाकडे अशी एकदा बघते. तुझं भविष्य तुला तिच्या डोळ्यात दिसतं. तू घाईघाईनं बाहेर पडतोस आणि सरळ घरी येतोस. तुझ्या तुझ्या टेबलवर बसतोस. पुस्तक समोर ठेवून वाचणार असतोस, पण तुझी आहे ना नजर खिडकी बाहेर जाते. तू खिडकी बाहेर जाते आणि तू तू तसाच विचार करतोस की शुक्रवार, तुझं अस्तित्व ठरवणारा दिवस. आणि आणि बेल वाजते. तुझी मुलगी आर्द्रा शाळेतून घरी आली आहे. तुझी धावपळ सुरू होते. तू तू ते पुस्तक घेतोस आणि लपवतोस आणि दरवाजा उघडतोस. तिच्याकडे न बघता सरळ खिडकीकडे जातोस.
आर्द्रा, मी काम करतोय, मला प्लीज त्रास देऊ नकोस.
जाताना तू म्हणतोस, तरी सुद्धा तरी सुद्धा ती तुझ्या मागेच येते. आणि तुझ्या लक्षात येतं की ती अरे रडतीये. शाळेत तिच्या बाई तिला ओरडलेल्या असतात, तिची तिची चूक नसताना. ती रडत रडत ती रडत रडत तुझ्या कुशीत शिरते आणि तुला मिठी मारते. आता तू काय करणार?
स्पर्शानं काही होत नाही.
असं म्हणतोस.
हं.
पण तू घेतलेलं पुस्तक आहेस ना ते जाड मोठं, त्यातलं तुला काही फारसं कळत नाही. पण त्यात एक वाक्य लिहिलंय. The infection is transmitted via seminal fluid, blood, and possibly saliva and tears. Therefore, it is very important to avoid contact between mucous membrane. आर्द्रा, तुझी मुलगी रडतीये. तू तिचे डोळे पुसतोस. तिने ओठ काढलाय. तू तिच्या ओठांची खेळतोयस असं गिटारच्या तारेसारखा, तिला हसवण्यासाठी. आणि आणि ती हसते सुद्धा, पण मनाविरुद्ध. आणि ती तुला धरून तुझं चुंबन घ्यायला येते.
यार हे सगळं कशासाठी? हं? सांग ना, याची काय गरज आहे आता?
काही तासानंतर तू किचनमध्ये उभा आहेस हा, काहीतरी खायला बनवत. कारण आज आशा उशिरा येणार आहे.
रबर ग्लोव्स घालून.
तर तू तू काय करतोस, तू टेप रेकॉर्डरवर भीमसेन लावतोस. खिडक्या बंद असल्यामुळे तुला असं कोंडल्यासारखं वाटतंय. तू खिडकी उघडतोस आणि तुझ्या लक्षात येतं की पाऊस थांबलाय. तू आर्द्राला हाक मारतोस खायला. तुम्ही दोघंही काही बोलत नाही आहात. काय बोलाल? काहीच नाही.
बाबा, काय झालं?
आर्द्रा विचारते, हो, आता तू काय करणार, काय सांगणार? आणि 9:30 वाजता काय होतं, आशा घरी येते. तिची त्या नेहरू सेंटरच्या कार्यक्रमाबद्दल बडबड चालली आहे. ती ती किशोरीचं गाणं ऐकून आली आहे आणि खूप भारावली आहे. ती जेवायला बसते. तू तिच्या समोर बसतोस कंपनी म्हणून आणि तू तिला आज काय घडलंस ते सांगतोस.
काय वेडास का?
म्हणजे तू तिला सांगणार नाहीस?
ते कशासाठी? मी कदाचित इन्फेक्टेड नसण्याची शक्यता आहे ना.
शुक्रवारी तुला अशी बातमी कळणार आहे ज्यामुळे तुझं आयुष्य बर्बाद होणार आहे आणि हे तुला तुझ्या बायकोला सांगावंसं वाटत नाही.
आणि तिला माझ्यासारखाच त्रास द्यायचा? नाही नाही नाही. अरे, मी जर तिला आनंदी आयुष्य देऊ शकणार नसेल ना, अरे किमान रिस्पेक्टफुल आयुष्य तरी देऊ शकतो ना.
आणि तिला तू नेहाबद्दल सांगणार नाहीस?
अरे ती नेहा गेली तेल लावत पुढं.
बर बर बर, ठीक आहे ठीक आहे.
हा.
तुझ्या पुरतच ठेव बस. तर आता शुक्रवार आला, तुझा आवडता वार, कारण समोर वीकेंड दिसतोय. तू तू काहीतरी कारण काढून सुट्टी घेतोस. घरात एकटाच आहेस. स्वतःसाठी तू कॉफी बनवतोस. किचनच्या खिडकीत तुला याआधी कधीही न पाहिलेलं काळं मांजर दिसतं. तुला बघून ते पळून जातं. 3 वाजता 3 वाजता कळणार आहे. तू लायब्ररीतनं आणलेलं जाड पुस्तक परत उघडतोस. त्यात अजिबात न कळणारी वाक्यरचना आणि शब्द असलेली वाक्य निरर्थकपणे वाचतोस. आज अजिबात सिगरेट ओढायची नाही असं ठरवलेलं असूनही ही तुझी 10वी सिगरेट चालू आहे. मग तू काही वेळ लिखाण करायचं ठरवतोस, पण त्याला त्यातही लक्ष लागत नाहीये. मग अखेर तू आंघोळीला जातोस. तर 2:15 वाजलेत. तू तयार होतोस, स्कूटर चालू करतोस आणि अत्यंत सावकाश स्कूटर चालवत तू हॉस्पिटलला येतोस. लवकर पोचतोस. पण ते तुला थोडा वेळ बाहेरच बसवून ठेवतात. तुला बोलवेपर्यंत तू तिथे पडलेली चाइल्ड केअर, सेफ सेक्स वगैरे मासिकं चाळू लागतोस. पर पोस्टर्स वगैरे बघतोस आणि ते तुला बोलवतात. मग तू डॉक्टरच्या समोर बसलायस. तीही तीही पहिल्यांदाच रिपोर्ट बघितल्यासारखं अत्यंत गंभीर चेहऱ्याने तो रिपोर्ट बघतीये. तुला तुला ओरडावंसं वाटतं.
सांगा लवकर एकदा.
हा, पण तू गप्प बसतोस, भिंतीवरील एड्स का होतो याची पोस्टर्स बघत. आणि तेवढ्यात डॉक्टरला फोन येतो.
यायला झक मारली आणि टेस्ट करून घेतली.
तू मनात म्हणतोस. तू घड्याळ बघतोस, 4:05.
इट्स पॉझिटिव्ह.
डॉक्टर म्हणते. क्षणभर तुला वाटतं की म्हणजे मी बरा आहे, मला काही झालेलं नाहीये. पण तिला आहे ना तुझा चेहरा कळतो. त्यानंतर ती बऱ्याच गोष्टी तुला सांगते. तुला एक अक्षरही कळत नाही. 5 वाजता तू घरी येतोस. आशा आणि आर्द्रा घरातच आहेत. आणि आशा दरवाजा उघडते. तू काय करशील?
आता काय सांगावंच लागेल.
कसं सांगशील? दरवाजा उघडल्या उघडल्या सांगशील मला एड्स आहे?
नाही नाही, तसं नाही.
मग कसं?
काही नाही, काहीच बोलणार नाही. नंतर काहीतरी कारण काढून
कुठलं?
विषय
कुठलं?
काही.
अरे पण कुठलं?
मला बाहेर जायचंय, शिबिरात लेक्चर घ्यायला.
अच्छा. आणि विषय कुठला?
विषय कुठलाही, म्हणजे लेखक रिअलिस्टिक किती आणि पोएटिक किती या विषयावर.
बरोबर. पण तू खरा कुठे चाललायस?
नाही माहिती मला.
पण तू घरातून पळ काढतोस.
हो, आणि मी कदाचित परतही येणार नाही.
बर. आता आता आहे ना, मध्यरात्र झालीये. आशा जागीच आहे. तुझी कुठल्या गुत्त्यावर तात्विक चर्चा चाललीये याचा विचार करत. तिला हे माहित नाहीये की तू परत न येण्यासाठी गेलायस. तिला तुझ्या आजाराबद्दल माहित नाहीये. तिला याची कल्पना नाहीये कदाचित तुझ्यामुळे तो तिलाही झाला असेल.
ए बास यार, आता बास, मला नाही सहन होतंय, बास करूया.
म्हणजे म्हणजे तू परत येतोस मध्यरात्री आणि बेडरूम पाशी उभा राहून सांगतोस मला एड्स झालाय.
नाही रे,
मग काय बोलतोस?
नाही माहिती मला.
बरोबर, तुला माहित नाही. म्हणूनच आहे ना, तू बेडरूम मध्ये न जाता हॉलमध्ये जातोस, तुझ्या लिखाणाच्या जागी. आणि एखाद्या पिंजऱ्यात कोंडलेल्या प्राण्यासारखा येरझऱ्या घालतोस. टेबल ते दरवाजा, दरवाजा ते टेबल, पुन्हा टेबल ते दरवाजा. तुला ते सर्व तिला सांगायचंय पण कळत नाहीये सुरुवात कुठून करायची. खरं तर तुला वाटतं एवढ्यात काहीच नको सांगायला, पुन्हा कधीतरी सांगू. पण पुन्हा कधी? 1 मिनिटांनी, तासांनी की दिवसांनी? आणि नंतर? त्याच वेळी तुझ्या लक्षात येतं की आशा दारातच उभी आहे. तुझ्या नकळत ती तिथे येऊन उभी राहिली आहे. आता तू काय बोलशील?
आशा बस
कुठे?
इथे समोर.
आणि नंतर?
मी सगळं सांगून टाकेन.
कसा? तिच्याकडे बघत म्हणशील आशा मला एड्स झालाय?
नाही नाही, मी पहिल्यापासून सुरुवात करेन.
मला ते शब्द ऐकायचेत, बोल.
आशा, मी डिसेंबरमध्ये NSDत गेलो होतो सेमिनारला, आठवतंय? तिथे मला नेहा भेटली. ती डिवोर्स्ड होती आणि मला तिच्यामुळे एड्स झालाय. आजच मी टेस्ट करून आलो. आय एम पॉझिटिव्ह.
तू तिच्याबरोबर का? कशासाठी?
अगं
आणि मला आधीच का नाही सांगितलंस?
अगं कारण अरे आशा असं बोलणारच नाहीये.
तुला खात्री आहे?
अरे 100%. अरे इथे जीवन मरणाचा प्रश्न आहे. काही महिन्यांपूर्वी केलेल्या एका क्षुल्लक गोष्टीबद्दल, त्या चुकीबद्दल आम्ही वेगळे होऊ? नाही.
तुम्ही तेच कराल, कारण त्या क्षुल्लक गोष्टीमुळेच तू रोग घरात आणलायस आणि त्यामुळे तिलाही कदाचित तो झाला असेल.
अरे पण मला तेव्हा काय माहिती होतं हे?
त्याने काय फरक पडतो? तुझ्यामुळे आशा मरणार आहे, तिला तेवढंच दिसणार. ठीक आहे, तू इथे बसलायस, ती इथे बसलीये, तुम्ही काय कराल? मिठी माराल का? ती प्रोफाईलमध्ये बसेल म्हणजे तिचे एक्सप्रेशन्स तुला दिसणार नाहीत. मग तू तू उठून असा उभा राहशील, तिच्याकडे बघशील आणि 2 पावलं पुढे सरकशील. सगळा धीर एकवटून तिच्या खांद्यावर तुझा हात ठेवशील. ती वळून कदाचित तुझ्या तोंडावर थुंकेल, कदाचित कदाचित तुझ्या कानाखाली मारेल.
यार भास्कर यार, आता
तुम्ही तुम्ही काय बोलाल? का ती फक्त हॉलमधून उठून जाईल आणि जाताना हॉलचा दरवाजा बंद करून घेईल?
खरं सांगू का, मला नाही माहिती. मला सांग, तुला खरंच वाटतं असा विचार करता येईल? काय होईल त्याचा?
अरे लेखक म्हणून तुला कळायला पाहिजे काय.
अरे पण हे सगळं तुला कशासाठी पाहिजे? मला सांग, तुला हे नाटक का लिहायचंय? हा? आणि मालक, नाटक एड्सवर आहे, माझ्या लग्नावर नाहीये.
तूच म्हणालास ना, जरा सिरियसली घ्यायला पाहिजे, पर्सनल अप्रोच पाहिजे.
हो बर. आणि तुझं काय रे? चल आपण तुझ्याबद्दल बोलूया. तू काय केलं असतंस? ज्याला नेहा भेटली तो तू आहेस. ओके. तिचं पत्रही तुलाच आलंय. ब्लड टेस्ट झालीये, शुक्रवारी त्याचे रिझल्ट झाले, मग परत घर. हे सगळं तुझ्या बाबतीत झालंय आणि तुझ्या समोर वंदना बसली. आता तू काय करणार?
हे, मी इथपर्यंत जाऊच देणार नाही.
का?
तोपर्यंत मी आत्महत्या करीन.
बरं, कशी?
स्कूटरवरून घरी येताना हायवेवर.
म्हणजे तो बिचारा ट्रक ड्रायव्हर मेला.
बर, मी मी ट्रेन खाली जाईन.
चिठ्ठी ठेवशील
हो.
आणि पाठवणार कधी?
काय हॉस्पिटलमधून पाठवीन.
लिहिणार कधी?
लिहूनच घेऊन जाईन.
काय लिहिशील? हा, मी केलेल्या चुकीचं प्रायश्चित्त म्हणून मी आत्महत्या करीत आहे.
नाही नाही, हे जरा जास्तच हार्श आहे, पण असंच काहीतरी.
आणि कृपया मागे पहा, वंदना, तुलाही कदाचित एड्स असेल. म्हणजे एकतर तिला एड्स झाला, तशात तिचा नवरा मेलेला, निकीचा बाप मेलेला, आणि उद्या निकिताने येऊन वंदनाला विचारलं की आई, बाबा असे का ग वागले? त्यांचा आपल्यावर विश्वास नव्हता का? वंदना काय सांगणार तिला? बाबांनी लहान मुलासारखी ही चूक मनाला लावून घेतली म्हणून? खरंच तू असं वागशील? तू आत्महत्या करशील? चिठ्ठी लिहून किंवा न लिहिता सुद्धा? हे बघ, दोष मला देऊ नकोस, सुरुवात तूच केली आहेस. तर तू वंदनाला सगळं सांगितलंस, मग?
हे बघ, सगळ्यात महत्वाचं तिची टेस्ट.
ठीक आहे, निगेटिव्ह आली, तिची टेस्ट निगेटिव्ह आली, पुढे.
चला, बरं झालं.
अरे तिच्यासाठी बरं झालं,
अरे माझ्यासाठी सुद्धा.
आणि तुझ्या वैवाहिक आयुष्याचं काय, इस्पेशली रात्रीचं?
अरे काय, मी निरोध वापरीन.
हो, एक रबर 0.035 mm जाडीचा तिला वाचवू शकेल?
आम्ही इतरही बरंच काय करू शकतो.
ठीक आहे, किसिंग बंद आहे.
हे बघ, आम्ही एकमेकांची काळजी घेऊ, असं काहीतरी.
तिला तुझी काळजी घ्यायची असेल.
स्पर्शाने काहीही होत नाही.
नाही ना? आणि तिलाही ते माहिती आहे. पण जेव्हा अशा गोष्टी आपल्यावर येतात ना, तेव्हा सुशिक्षित माणसं सुद्धा वेड्यासारखी वागतात. हो,
मी एड्सचा रोगी आहे.
आणि एवढंच पुरेसं आहे तिला तुझा तिरस्कार करायला.
हे पण उलट असेल तर?
तिलाही असला तर?
हा, म्हणजे आम्ही दोघंही काही न झाल्यासारखे वागू.
तुला खरंच वाटतं?
अरे काहीतरी मार्ग काढायला हवा ना, आमच्या घरासाठी तरी. ह्याला यापेक्षा आहे ना, चला कॅन्सर बरा, सगळेजण दुखी, पण दोष कोणाचाच नाही. जरी तू सिगरेट ओढल्यास आणि माझ्या तोंडावर धूर सोडलास तरी.
थँक्स.
एड्स, सासू सासऱ्यांना काय सांगणार? कठीण आहे आईला. मला आहे ना, मला जर एकट्याला झाला असता ना, तर शेवटच्या दिवसात मला जो त्रास होईल ती शिक्षा असेल माझ्या चुकीची. पण माझ्यामुळे वंदनालाही झाला असेल तर मेडिकली आम्ही एकसारखेच असू एड्सचे रोगी, पण मॉरली.
तुला काय वाटतं? ती म्हणेल तुझ्या चुकीमुळे मी मरणार आहे?
म्हणणार नाही कदाचित.
पण तिला तसं वाटेल
का नाही? जरी तिने माझ्या हातात हात घेऊन मला सांगितलं की आपण दोघेही दुर्दैवाने या रोगाचे बळी ठरलोत आणि ह्यातून दोघेही एकत्रच जायचंय, तरी ते ना, ते वरवरचं असणार. कारण आम्हा दोघांनाही माहिती आहे की चूक माझी आहे.
तिचा मुद्दा बरोबर आहे, पण
हा, आणि तो ती वापरणार. मला टोचून बोलायचा, इजा करण्याचा तिला अधिकार आहे. कारण कारण मी तिला बरबाद केलंय. मी तिचा विश्वासघात केलाय. लग्न या घटनेचा विश्वासघात केलाय. तू मला फसवलंस तर मी गाजावाजा करणार नाही, पण वाट पाहीन माझी वेळ यायची. आणि जेव्हा तशी वेळ येईल तेव्हा तुला जाणवून देऊन मी वचपा काढीन.
आणि समजा जर तिनं विसरायचं ठरवलं तर?
तरी सूड घेण्याची शक्यता नाकारता येणार नाही रे. आणि हे माझ्या डोक्यात असणार, म्हणूनच आम्हाला एकत्र आयुष्य जगता येणार नाही. कारण आम्ही एकसारखे नाहीच होत. तिच्याकडे एक ते अस्त्र आहे जे ती कधीही माझ्या विरुद्ध वापरू शकते.
बर, आणि इतरांना काय सांगशील?
कोण इतर?
अरे लोक, आजूबाजूचे लोक. सांगशील की आम्हाला दोघांना एड्स आहे कारण मी दिल्लीत मजा करून आलो होतो?
तू वेडा होतोस.
अरे त्यांना काहीतरी सांगायला पाहिजे ना.
आणि काय आमच्यावर बहिष्कार घालून घेऊ? अरे मी नुसता कुठे आलो ना की लोक जादू झाल्यासारखे गायब होतील. तो पानवाला रबर हँडग्लोव्ह घालून पान लावतोय. नाटकाला लोक येऊन हात मिळवतात आणि बेसिनमध्ये जाऊन 100 वेळा धुतात. गुत्त्याकडे मला दारू प्यायला नाही म्हणतात, किंबहुना आत घ्यायला. वंदनाला ऑफिसमध्ये नाही आलात तरी चालेल असं सांगतात. नको, त्यापेक्षा आहे ना, गप्प बसलेलंच बरं.
अरे पण स्पर्शानं काही होत नाही ना.
लोकांचा त्यावर विश्वास बसेल.
ते तुझ्या एवढे पक्षपाती नसतात.
वेडेपणा करू नकोस. एड्स म्हणजे सगळ्यांची फाटते. लोक वेडी होतात. शबाना आझमीच्या ऍड्स बघून काही होत नसतं, कळलं ना?
अरे पण आपल्यासारखी विचार करणारी माणसं तरी विश्वास ठेवतील ना.
अच्छा, म्हणजे तू दारूच्या टेबलवर अनाऊन्स करणार, माझ्या विचारी मित्रांनो मला एड्स आहे, पण तो स्पर्शाने पसरत नाही.
अगदी असं नाही रे, पण
आणि ते काय म्हणतील ते?
काही नाही, त्यांना शॉक बसेल पहिल्यांदा, पण हळूहळू त्यांच्याही लक्षात येईल आणि त्यातले बरेच जण मला मदत सुद्धा करतील.
काही दिवसांनी ना तुला असं जाणवेल की त्यातले 2-4 जण तुझ्या बरोबर कटिंग चहा पित नाहीत, काहीतरी कारण काढतायत. तुझ्या ऑफिसमधले तुझे मित्र कॉमन टॉयलेटमध्ये जातात. ऑफिसमधले लोक तुझ्याकडे असं आहे ना क्युरियसली बघतात. तुझी पाठ वळली की कुजबुजतात, फिसकन हसतात. तुझ्या टेबलवर एक दिवस चिठ्ठी ठेवली आहे, त्यापेक्षा मरत का नाही? आता तू काय करणार?
मी त्यांना सांगेन, त्यांच्याशी बोलीन, सत्य पटवून देईन की हा समाजाचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे, समलिंगी संभोग करणाऱ्यांचा नाही.
हा तुझा प्रॉब्लेम आहे, समाजाचा नाही. तुझा बॉस तुला केबिनमध्ये बोलवतो. तुझा बॉस सिगरेट देतो, तुझ्या प्रॉब्लेम बद्दल सांगतो.
त्याची काही गरज आहे? व्हायरस आहे, ठीक आहे, एड्स नाहीये.
काय?
नाही, म्हणजे मी हेल्दी आहे.
छान. पण या सगळ्याचा तुझ्यावर ताण पडतोय, त्यामुळे तू शीघ्रकोपी वगैरे झालायस.
अरे पण मला नक्की काहीच होत नाहीये.
तू असं का नाही करत? 3 महिने आराम कर.
पण का? म्हणजे मी माझं काम व्यवस्थित करतोय ना, त्यात काही कमी आहे का?
नाही नाही, पण माझ्यापुरतं तर नक्कीच नाही काही.
मग इतर?
हे बघ, खरं म्हणजे तर तुझं कौतुक करायला पाहिजे की तू मोकळेपणानं सगळं ऑफिसमध्ये सगळ्यांना सांगितलंस. पण त्यामुळे बऱ्याच लोकांच्या कंप्लेंट आल्यात.
नुसत्या स्पर्शाने काही होत नाही.
आणि हो, मी त्यांना तसं सांगितलंय. पण तुला माहिती आहे लोक कसे असतात.
लोकांचं तुम्ही कशाला ऐकताय?
हे बघ, मला ऑफिसचा विचार केला पाहिजे.
अच्छा, म्हणजे मला तुम्ही काढून टाकताय आता.
नाही 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 नाही, अरे पगारी सुट्टी.
हे कायद्याच्या विरुद्ध आहे. असा कोणताही कायदा नाही ज्यामध्ये तुम्ही मला 20 वर्षाच्या सेवेनंतर या तऱ्हेने काढू शकता. माझं काम, माझा रेकॉर्ड खूप चांगलं आहे. माझं घर या नोकरीवर चालतं. आता मी औषधाची बिलं कुठून भरायची?
पाहिलंस पाहिलंस किती पटकन चिडलास.
मी स्वस्थ बसणार नाहीये. मी युनियनकडे जाईन.
हे बघा, या सगळ्याचा तुला किती कमी त्रास होईल तितकंच बरं. पण तरी सुद्धा युनियनच्या सेक्रेटरीचं माझ्याकडे पत्र आहे तुला काढून टाकण्याच्या मागणीचं. हे असं सगळं होईल.
तुला काय माहिती?
अरे, एड्सच्या रोग्यांना वर्किंग प्लेस पासून दूर ठेवण्याचा कायदा आहे त्यांच्याकडे.
असा कायदा कसा करता येईल?
ठीक आहे, पण पण तुझी सर्व्हिस तर त्यांना टर्मिनेट करता येईल 3 महिन्यांची नोटीस देऊन.
मग काय करायचं?
गप्प बसायचं, कोणालाही काहीही सांगायचं नाही. काही झालं नाही असं समजून जगायचं.
काही झालं नाही असं समजायचं? तुमची बायका मुलं तुमच्या समोर येतात दररोज, दररोज, दर क्षणाला, तरी काही झालं नाही. तसाच सूर्य उगवतो, तशीच पहाट, सकाळ, दुपार, संध्याकाळ, रात्र, चंद्र, पुन्हा सूर्य. जणू काहीच झालं नाही.
हम्म.
काय लिहितोयस?
मृत्यूपत्र.
आणि मग?
मग मी माझी सगळी कागदपत्र बघीन, काही जाळून टाकीन, माझ्यानंतर जी ठेवायची असतील ती बाजूला काढीन.
बर. आणि मग?
माझ्याकडे अजूनही काही आयडिया आहेत.
अच्छा, म्हणजे अजूनही ज्या गोष्टी करायच्या आहेत पण लिहायला आवडल्या असत्या अशा चमकदार कल्पना, त्यातली तू एक निवडणार. कोणती? वृत्तपत्राच्या ऑफिस मधल्या घटना? नाही नाही, कोकणात घालवलेले बालपण, का एखाद्या 1960 सालाच्या पुस्तकाचं ट्रान्सलेशन? नको, यांनी खूप वेळ लागेल. एवढा वेळ नाहीये. तू ना छोट्या गोष्टींनी सुरुवात कर. कविता, एक कागद, टोकदार पेन्सिल, त्यातलीच एक हातात घेऊन विचार करताना पेन्सिलचं टोक तोंडात चघळतोस. नजर दूरवर आणि मग काही अस्पष्ट आकृत्या, आभास, भास, आठवणी, नॉस्टॅल्जिया आणि शब्द. काहीही झालं नसल्यासारखे शब्द. आणि ते शब्द असे पटापट बाहेर पडतील,
नाही.
कारण काहीतरी घडलंय आणि घडतच राहणार आहे. तुझ्या आतमध्ये ना शरीरात बदल होत आहेत. एक परका जीव रक्तात घुसलाय. तो तुला डोळे बंद केल्यावरही जगू देणार नाहीये. तू त्याच्याकडे कानाडोळा करूच शकत नाहीस.
मी त्याच्याबद्दल लिहीन.
काय की मला एड्स झालाय? वा, सगळे प्रकाशक उड्या मारतील. बेस्ट सेलर, बेस्ट. एका प्रख्यात लेखकाने अत्यंत धाडसीपणे सांगितलेला अनुभव. वा, वृत्तपत्र तर वेडी होतील. ते तुझ्या मुलांचे इंटरव्ह्यू घेतील. कसे वडिलांचे अनैतिक संबंध. तुम्हाला काय वाटतं, तुमचा वडिलांचे समलिंगी संबंध होते का?
हे बघ, मी मरणाच्या दारात आहे, टाइम बॉम्ब हातात घेऊन बसलोय. हे मला काय फिकीर आहे?
काहीच नाही.
अरे उलट हे खूप चॅलेंजिंग आहे, एक कला म्हणून आणि माणूस म्हणून. अरे आयुष्य गोष्टी लपवण्यात जातं. आपण आहोत तसेच कोणीच दुसऱ्यांना दाखवत नाही. मी मी माझ्यातलं खोटेपण काढून टाकीन. गॉसिप, येलो जर्नलिझम.
वा, ग्रेट. हे ग्रेट आहे बरं का. आणि वंदना, ती पण अशीच रिॲक्ट होईल या सगळ्या गोष्टींना. तू फक्त मला रोग नाही दिलास, तर माझं घर बर्बाद केलंयस. आणि आता तुला आम्ही लोकांच्या उपहासाला तोंड द्यायला हवंय. आम्ही आमचं आयुष्य जगायचं कसं? का घराच्या बाहेर पडायचं नाही? आपल्या नंतरही त्यांनी आपला दुस्वास करावा असं का वाटतं तुला?
हे बघ, मी लेखक आहे आणि मला ज्याबद्दल लिहिता येईल अशी एकच गोष्ट आहे. मी मरणार आहे मला माहिती आहे, पण माझ्याकडे अशी संहिता आहे दुसऱ्या कुठल्या लेखकाने विचारही केला नसेल. अरे मी इतिहास घडवीन.
मरणानंतर सुद्धा फेमची हौस जाणार नाही तुझी.
अरे अरे मी ते आतून मनापासून लिहीन. तुम्हाला काय वाटतं, शरीरातील बदलांचा तुमच्यावर, आजूबाजूच्या माणसांवर, मनावर, रिॲक्शन्सवर काय फरक पडतो? जगणं आणि मरणं माझ्या दृष्टिकोनातून, मरणाच्या दारातून.
आणि मग काही महिन्यानंतर वंदना हॉस्पिटलमध्ये ऍडमिटेड, बेड रिडन. व्हायरस तिच्या मेंदूपर्यंत पोचलाय. पण तू अजून ठणठणीत आहेस. जानेवारी, काहीशी थंडी पडली. मुंबईत असते तेवढीच. तू KM ला जातोस. जुन्या वाड्यांच्या आठवणी करून देणाऱ्या भिंती, दगडी. तिला व्हिजिट करणारा तू एकटाच आहेस. तू त्या वॉर्डमध्ये जाण्याआधी मनाची तयारी कर. झाड बघ, साईनबोर्ड बघ, काही पेशंट्स बघ, आणि मग धीर करून तू आत शिरतोस. जाण्याआधी एक खोली आहे, सेफ्टी, सुरक्षित. पण त्याची तुला गरज नाहीये. तू चपला काढतोस आणि स्लीपर घालतोस. रूम स्पेशल आहे, 2 बेड्सची. दुसरा बेड अर्थात रिकाम आहे. खिडकी आहे पण बंद. त्याच्या मागे एक मुतारी असल्यामुळं अर्थात तिला फरकच पडत नाही. तू फुलं आणायला विसरलायस हे तुझ्या तिथं गेल्यावर लक्षात येतं. 2 दिवसापूर्वी तू आणलेली फुलं अजून तशीच. जमिनीवर रक्ताचे डाग पडलेत. तिला ब्लिडिंग होतंय. तेच डाग तिच्या चादरीवरही दिसतायत. जमीन अशी ओशट झाली आहे म्हणून तू स्लीपर घालून जातोस. तिच्या बाजूला बसतोस.
वंदना,
तिच्या डोक्यावर हात फिरवतोस. तिचा हात हातात घेतोस.
वंदना,
ती शून्यात बघत पडलीये. तुला माहितीये, नुसती नजर तुझ्याकडे फिरवायला तिला खूप वेळ लागतो. आणि एवढं झाल्यावरही ती तुझ्याकडे बघतेय की नाही हे तुझ्या लक्षातच येत नाही. ती तुला ओळखते की नाही हेही तुला माहिती नाहीये. मग ती तिचं डोकं हलवायला लागते. फक्त मानेनं नाही नाही म्हणत असते. ती खूप बोलायचा प्रयत्न करते. बऱ्याच वेळानं तुझ्या लक्षात येतं की ती एकच शब्द बोलते, नाही. तिनं तुला बोललेला शेवटचा शब्द नाही. आणि दुसऱ्या दिवशी ती कोमात जाते.
हे सगळं फेस करायचं नसेल ना तर नेहा बरोबर न झोपणंच योग्य. सगळ्यात शहाणपणाचं. अरे हे हे नाटक आपल्याला का लिहायचंय रे?
अरे कारण विनोदी नाटकासाठी हा चांगला विषय आहे ना.
हम्म.
2 माणसं एका खोलीत, अ आणि ब.
सत्य घटना. त्यांनीच सुरुवात करूयात.
करेक्ट. चंद्रपूरच्या जंगलात वाघ नाहीये. बर चल, मला आशाला घ्यायला जायचंय. ती आत्ता दिल्लीहून येते राजधानीने. चल आपण पुढच्या आठवड्यात भेटू. चल बाय.
ओके रे, पळ तू. बाय.
That was the first script. Thank you, participants. We would be beginning the second script in a minute. The name of the second script is You and Me. It's written by Dan Rebellato. And today, the director for this script is Richa Wadekar, presenting You and Me.
All right. Okay, so we're all kind of used to this now.
Yeah, the new normal.
Yeah. It would be good, obviously, to get back in the studio because we could have more flexibility on how we record.
Yeah, I suppose you do.
So you can control how off mic you are. And
Which
that
is
kind of
definitely
stuff.
harder at home.
Yeah, and then of course there's things like a dead room, right?
Oh, is that like when it's...
Yeah, like the very silent room, no echoes.
Yeah.
So where are you two calling in from?
I'm calling in from Berkeley.
I'm down in Cupertino.
Cool. And have you done a remote recording before?
Yeah, a few things, like videos with the green screen kind of thing.
Okay. So do you have your own green screen then?
Yeah, they're actually really cheap.
Yeah, I think every home should have one.
And I see that our writer is here. Looks like he's in and connecting to audio. Cool.
Do we have a schedule?
I don't think so.
No, I'll say something about that in a minute.
Okay.
Hi, Dan.
Cool, no problem.
Oh, Dan, I think you're muted.
Ari, I'm always doing that.
That's okay. So this is our writer, Dan. Dan, this is Anshul and Abbey. They're going to be playing our Naomi and Tom.
Amazing. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, hey, nice work, man. It's good words.
Yeah, it's great. It really lifts off the page.
That's so good to hear. Thank you so much.
And this isn't the first time the two of you have worked together, right?
No, we did a theater thing years ago.
And we did a TV crime drama a year ago. It's called Roller Coaster. Is it still called Roller Coaster?
I think so.
The title's changed like so many times.
I don't think I've seen it.
You wouldn't have. It's not out yet. We were finished last February.
January, I think.
Wow, January. The later episodes got held up because of COVID, so they've only just finished editing.
Yeah, I think at one point they were worried they just have to scrap everything.
Well, look, I think we can just jump straight in. We don't have a schedule as such. The way it's written, it's sort of continuous. So we thought we might just go from the top of the script and record, see what happens spontaneously. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
I mean, obviously we can stop and go back and we can do as many takes as you need. We have time. Just give me a moment here to set up.
So, Polly, we were talking before and we had an idea about something. Oh, she's gone.
Yeah, I think she's gone.
All right, when she gets back.
Yeah.
Dan, you did that World War I thing on the radio, right? The home front? I thought it was great.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was actually. I think that was Katie Hims, but yeah, it was very good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We had an idea about something we'd like to try.
Yeah, I think you should probably just run that by Polly. It's sort of Polly's show at this stage. I'm just the writer.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, sorry, my phone's ringing. I better take this. I'll mute. I won't be long.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did she say anything to you about an accent?
No. Why, are you going to do it?
No, I was just gonna do my own voice.
We should like do it in British or something and just not tell them.
Oh gosh, can you? I'm terrible at. Naomi, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just dropped by on the off chance. Oh, can she hear us?
I don't know.
Okay, actors, sorry about that. I just had to reboot my laptop, of course. But I'm here. So why don't you both set your virtual backgrounds, please, and change your names to Naomi and Tom. Okay? And then let's do a take.
From
From the top. We'll just like a read through, but we'll record just in case. And then if there's anything really great, we can use it. But yeah, just take a run at it. Okay.
Sorry about that phone call.
Oh, that's okay. But Dan, you're gonna have to mute again.
Yep.
in fact, we were.
And
okay.
sorry, we're recording now. Dan, go ahead and turn your camera off. And we're recording first scene in the entryway of Tom's office. Actors, when you're ready.
Tom.
So look, all right, let's park the access panel reboot. Okay, if Caitlin's not playing ball, we're just wasting our time.
Hey, Tom.
Naomi? Hey, just give me 1 minute, all right? We can start again on functionality tomorrow. Okay, small boardrooms 9:30. Nick, you're bringing coffee. Yes, you are. Mine's a flat white. Hey, Naomi, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just dropped by on the off chance.
You want to come for a drink? I think some of the boys are going to Zeitgeist.
No, I think I'd rather.
Rather what?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't want to stop you if you were planning like a boys' night out or.
No, not what? No.
I just I canceled my meeting after work and I thought we could have like a date night, catch up.
Catch up on.
Oh, I'm so busy and you're so busy and the evening comes and we both want to slump and.
I know, babes. I'm sorry. My head's just been in the big redesign recently, and
it's absolutely me too. Like work has been really hectic.
Yeah, let's go somewhere.
I just feel like we've kind of missed each other a bit.
Just like we used to.
Yeah, like a bit of you and me time.
Date with my brilliant wife.
I mean, if you're too tired.
No, babes, I said.
Like I'm happy to just go home with you.
It's a good idea. Just us.
Okay, cool.
There's a decent bar on 16th Street.
Great.
Just like we used to.
Yeah.
A couple of beers.
Oh, thanks.
Cheers.
Oh, I needed that.
Tough day?
It was okay. Jessica's still off after operation, so we're not running at full capacity, but we're chugging along better than it was. How about you?
It's same old, same old. We're stuck on this redesign for the guys in Dublin. We keep pitching them ideas. They consult for 2 weeks and then they turn it down. We pitch them something else. They consult and then they turn it down again.
Wow, that sounds frustrating.
Big yup.
So, Tom, I ran into Mark today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he came in to see Jenny about some stuff. It doesn't matter, but he mentioned something and I didn't really know what to say, so I thought I'd just come right out and ask you.
What sort of thing?
Well, he just sort of mentioned it in passing. I think he thought as your wife I knew. He said you were off work for a bit last year.
Off work? How?
Which is what I said, and he got kind of embarrassed and tried to change the subject.
What did you mean?
Off work, like not at work.
Well, I wasn't, was I?
Well, that's what I said.
Because you'd know, wouldn't you? Abby, I think that's your line.
Yeah,
Everything okay?
yeah, I'm not quite feeling it.
Oh, okay. Do you want to take a moment?
We were, we were talking actually. That is that what you were meaning, Abby?
Yeah,
Yeah, we were just kind of wondering if, we could try something.
Okay. What sort of thing?
swapping parts,
Okay. Interesting.
just for a run.
Or a take even.
Just to swap the
I think it would
parts.
help me, well, help both of us to like get into their heads,
It's
kind of.
definitely.
Sorry, I'm not being
Yeah.
very clear.
No, it's fine.
I think it would be good to know him so that I can know her, if that makes sense.
And if it doesn't work,
Yeah, of course, just to try.
Okay. Let me check with the writer then. Dan, are you okay if we try that? Dan? Hey, I think you're muted.
Yeah, I keep doing that.
That's okay. Anshul and Abby want to try swapping the parts.
Yeah, I heard.
Do you mind if we try that?
I mean, yes. I mean, if not to record or,
Yeah, we'll record, but just to see.
I mean, okay, yeah, record, but not for the final version.
Yeah, just to see.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I guess.
Great. So do you guys want to go back from the top?
What about just like back a page, maybe?
From the bit where we're in the pub, maybe?
Okay. Give me a minute.
Cool. Thanks, Anshul.
Yeah, no worries. I think it'll be fun.
Okay, so shall we go from line 215 on page 11, Tom's line, a couple of beers?
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, and we are recording. Actors, when you're ready.
We have switch names.
Yeah.
Thanks, Abby.
All right. Whew. Well, a couple of beers.
Thank you.
Cheers, Naomi.
I needed that.
Tough day.
It was okay. Jessica's still off after her operation, so we're not running at full capacity, but we're chugging along. It's better than it was. How about you?
Same old, same old. We're stuck on the redesign for the guys in Dublin. They keep pitching them ideas, and they consult for 2 weeks and then turn it down. Pitch something else, they consult and turn it down.
Wow, frustrating.
Big yep.
So, Tom, I ran into Mark today.
Oh yeah?
He was in to see Jenny about some stuff that doesn't matter, but he mentioned something and I didn't really know what to say, so I thought I'd just come out and ask you.
What sort of thing?
Yeah, he sort of just mentioned it in passing. I think he thought that as your wife, I knew. He said you were off work for a bit last year.
Off work how?
Which is what I said, and then he kind of got embarrassed and tried to change the subject.
Well, what did he mean?
Like off work, not at work.
Well, I was, wasn't I?
That's what I said.
Because you'd know, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would, wouldn't I?
Well, maybe he meant when we were in Mexico.
No, he didn't mean a holiday.
Well, when was this supposed to have happened?
Spring, summer, he wasn't sure.
Mm-hmm.
But you were working, Tom.
Yeah,
You certainly went to work.
of course I did.
You left the house.
What else would I be doing?
Well, exactly.
I mean, Mark, though.
What about Mark?
Well, come on, Nims. Mark,
I don't know what you mean.
he likes you. He always has.
Don't be ridiculous.
You know he does.
Tom, don't be silly.
You know, he's always trying to put me down. You know, sometimes I think you like how he flirts with you.
What? That's a terrible thing to say.
Oh, no?
No.
Well, he's wrong anyway.
Okay.
And I don't like being gossiped about.
It wasn't gossip.
Oh, sure.
It wasn't.
Hmm.
I didn't say he was putting you down, Tom.
What?
I just said he mentioned you were off. I don't know why you'd assume it was for something bad.
Well, what did he say?
It doesn't matter.
No, he obviously said something.
No, you said it wasn't true, so let's just leave it.
No, go ahead.
He obviously made a mistake.
Well, I'd like to know what people are saying about me.
Don't be upset.
I'm not getting upset.
You are getting a bit upset, Tom.
I can't believe I'm having to drag this out of you. Just tell me what he said. Naomi, please.
He said he thought you were suspended.
Suspended?
I know, Tom. I know.
What the hell?
That's what I said.
Well, for what? Did he say?
No, he didn't say.
I mean, Jesus, Naomi.
Don't get upset with me.
Well, how would you react if one of your friends was going around telling everyone that you'd been suspended for something?
Hardly everyone.
Well, he told you, so who knows who else he's gossiping to?
Well, he wasn't gossiping. It was just
He's
it was
such
in the
a big
context of
mouth.
Tom, you're overreacting. Okay, he obviously just got it mixed up
It's
somehow.
what he does, Naomi.
Tom, don't be like that. Just forget I said anything.
Okay, but come on.
Let's just have a drink and forget I said anything.
Yeah. Okay, but I mean,
No-
this guy.
No buts. Let's just have a nice evening.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's nice. Is it new?
Oh, this? No, I've had it forever.
Oh, really? Yeah. I don't recognize it.
I usually wear it with the green top, so maybe it looks,
Yeah,
don't
different
know.
maybe.
Yeah, thank you. I worry it's kind of chunky.
No, it's nice.
Glad you like it.
Do you want another?
No, still going with this one.
Yeah, we should have got some chips.
Grab something to eat if you like.
Yeah, there's a good place down the block actually.
What sort of food?
I don't know how to describe it. Like small plates?
Tapas?
No, well, yeah, but just not Spanish.
Oh, it looks like it's just drinks.
Oh, the food's on the back.
Oh, right.
Well, I can recommend the crab cakes.
Well, let's have the crab cakes. Where are the waiters?
Oh, you order an app. I'll do it.
It's one of those places.
Yeah, they started doing it last year because of COVID, but apparently the customers like it.
If you say so.
1 bottle of Chardonnay.
Oh, yeah, that's us. Is Chardonnay all right?
It's lovely.
Would you like to taste?
No, just pour, thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Anyway, how was your day?
I said, Jenny's still off, so.
Oh, yeah.
But we're getting a new photocopier. Woo!
Yeah, it's little things.
And I think I might have to fire Stacy.
No? Why?
I mean, she's late 6 times in the last 2 weeks, and she knows because she's on warning.
Wait, which one's Stacy?
Blonde, about 30, layers with bangs.
Could you, translate that into guy speak, please?
She looks like Taylor Swift.
Oh, gotcha. Wait, she was at our wedding.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you can't fire one of our wedding guests.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to fire her. It's just,
It's a bit awkward.
I mean, I'm going to go down the formal disciplinary route, yuck, yuck. I hate that sort of thing.
I guess that's part of being the big boss woman.
Yeah, I know, Tom. Look, it's Marcia.
What?
Hi, Marcia.
Oh, yeah. Hi. Yeah.
Who's that she's with?
That's her new assistant. They've expanded HR, but I can't remember the name. Some new girl.
You want them to join us?
No. No.
You seem on edge. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, why?
I thought you get along with Marcia.
I do.
She's been to our place.
I know.
You just seem, it doesn't matter.
I'm not anything. We should order.
Okay. I thought you already did.
Oh, yeah, I did.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I could ask Marcia if you were suspended last year.
What?
Joke.
That's not funny.
Don't be so sensitive.
I'm not being sensitive. I've been libeled.
Come on, Tom.
No, I'm serious.
You're totally overreacting.
How am I overreacting?
Tom, what's going on?
Well, I might ask you the same question.
What?
You're hanging around with Mark. You're gossiping about me at work.
I wasn't hanging around
well,
with
that's
Mark,
how it
and
seems to me.
I wasn't gossiping. No, don't say that. What's going on?
Nothing.
Were you suspended?
What?
Were you suspended?
Why are you bringing this up again?
Well, because now you're making me wonder.
I don't believe this.
It's not a difficult. Not a difficult question, Tom.
You're giving me the third degree.
It's one question.
Is this why you came to the office?
Just answer the question.
I have answered the question.
Just look me in the eye and answer.
Is this why you came to my office today? Wow.
Tom.
Oh, you didn't want a date night with your husband. You didn't want some you and me time. You wanted to cross-examine me.
That's not fair.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
I mean, I'm allowed to ask.
Well, you didn't have to lie, though.
Lie?
Yeah, you're bringing me here under false pretenses.
Yes, but you still haven't answered the question. Okay, I'll ask Marcia.
What?
She can clear this up.
Wait.
Well, I mean, if you won't tell me,
well, she won't tell you either.
Just going to ask. Well, why not?
It's confidential.
What's confidential? What's confidential, Tom? You have 5 seconds, and then I'm going over and asking her. Right.
Look, there's nothing down this rabbit hole, Naomi. It's nothing. It's not important. It's not anything.
So just tell me.
I don't want to.
Why not?
Because you won't leave it alone.
Look, Tom, my love, my husband, whatever it is, I'd rather know than not know.
Look, you're making it sound so much worse than it is.
This is you and me, Tom. Just talk to me.
Okay. I'll tell you on one condition. I tell you and you can ask one question and then that's it. Just no more questions. We have to just forget it and move on with our lives.
I can't agree to that. I don't even know what you're going to say.
Well, that's my condition.
Well, I mean, what if you say you're, I don't know, what if you say you're a Nazi?
What the
I'm just
Nazi?
saying. I mean, I know.
Where did
I
that
know
come
you're
from?
not. No, well, it's just an example
Well,
of,
pretty
how
weird
like
example.
it was just well, just like if you said something like that, not that, but like that extreme. But why do I only get to ask one question?
I'm not up for some big long interrogation.
Just put yourself in my shoes, okay? One question? That's ridiculous.
I'm serious, Naomi.
Crab cakes and hummus?
Yeah, we're sharing everything. You can just put them anywhere. Thanks.
Can I get you anything else?
No, we're fine, thank you.
Okay, fine, whatever. One question.
All right. Okay, yes, I was briefly suspended from work pending a ridiculous investigation, which completely exonerated me. And in fact, I got a full apology from Scott.
Is that all you're going to tell me?
Well, you can ask your question. But you agreed.
I can't believe you were suspended and you didn't tell me.
Look, it was embarrassing. It was stupid, and I knew it was all bullshit, so I didn't want to make a big thing out of it.
Well, okay then, tell me, what were you suspended for?
5 weeks or like 4.5.
No, I mean,
That was
what
your
were
one
you?
question.
Don't push me, Tom. I'm not in the mood.
Look, it was nothing, Naomi. It was never anything. They had to look like they were taking it seriously, but it was nothing.
Taking what seriously?
Just leave it, Naomi. Please, just leave it.
How can I
Trust
just
me,
leave it?
okay? It's nothing.
You said I could ask a question, and then I asked what you were suspended for.
I hate it when you're like this. You're like a dog with a bone. Okay, right. I did say, I warned you, but I obviously there's just nothing. You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
I'm really not.
All right. Someone made a complaint.
Uh-huh.
It was a complaint. Look, it was a complaint of sexual harassment. It was just, inappropriate sexual contact or something. Look, it was lies, Naomi. It was lies from beginning to end.
Oh my God.
Naomi, it was nothing, and they proved it was nothing.
Why didn't you tell me?
I thought it would blow over in a couple of days, but Scott was off sick and Marcia was in Seattle for a conference, so it just dragged on.
Tom.
I was kind of stuck because I hadn't told you what was happening, and after a week there was still no resolution, so I kept my head down and I waited. And look, after 4.5 weeks, they call me up. We're very pleased to say that the investigating team has found the complaint to be completely without merit. We sincerely apologize, and the complaint will be removed from my personnel file, etc. Are you going to say anything?
I don't know what to say.
Look, I know I should have told you. I'm sorry.
Where did you go when you said you were going to work?
Just my brother's for a bit. He had this garden room office thing, and I helped wire it up. The rest of the time, I just, went to coffee shops and sort of hung around.
Right.
It was stupid, but I thought it would be over soon, and why make a big deal out of it?
Who was she?
Nobody.
Does she still work there?
Oh, God, no. She was just a student on rotation, like just for 6 months.
Young then.
Well, and they got rid of her real fast, I can tell you.
Does she have a name?
Look, of course she has a name. Don't do that. She's called Asti.
Okay.
And when I got back, she was gone. Like, desk cleared. Well, she didn't have a desk, but, like, properly fired.
Why?
Malicious falsehood. It's not exactly good, is it?
What did she say happened?
Look, we're not going there.
Why not?
Because she made it up. Like, why do you care?
I mean, just tell me.
Look, it was a year ago, and I can't remember the details.
Like, roughly.
She said I trapped her in a room or something, or like tried to, I don't know, like kiss her or something.
Oh, Christ.
Look, it didn't happen, so.
Yeah, no, but
Look, it turns out the day that she said I touched her or whatever, I wasn't even in the building. I wasn't even in San Francisco.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I was in Berkeley with Greg. I was working on the Nixon contract.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would she make something like that up? Just why would anyone?
It happens.
I'm sorry, Tom. That must have been horrible.
It was. Yeah.
I wish you told me. I could have helped.
I know. I should have. And I'm sorry.
I feel bad.
What do you have to feel bad about?
Well, that you had to deal with that on your own.
Yeah. I didn't feel that I had much choice.
I mean, and like I couldn't tell something was going on. What does that say about me?
No, Naomi, it was that period after Georgina's dad died and you were doing all her work as well as your own.
Yeah. Then. Shit, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Just work was hectic last summer.
No, it was me being stupid. I should have told you, but you just think, what if she doesn't believe me? Or even if she does, there'll be doubts, won't there?
No. I mean, I'd have.
And frankly, if I were in your shoes, I think I would have thought exactly that.
Just, I wish you'd given me the chance. I mean, this is you and me, Tom.
I will next time. I mean, God, not that there's going to be a next
Next
time. I can't believe I said that.
I love you, Tom. And just, I'm sorry, really. And I'm sorry for just being so hard-nosed back there.
Love you too.
And I've completely lost my appetite.
Me too. What should we do?
You can ask them if they can box it up for us.
Yeah, should we just get a cab home?
Yeah, sure.
All right, my treat.
No. Let me. I feel bad.
All right, if you insist.
Do we need to get anything on the way?
How are we on booze?
Let's maybe stop at a liquor store on the way.
All right, where?
We could stop at Mike's.
Oh, their selection's terrible, but I'll grab it. All right.
What did you get?
Thanks, Trevor. I got a Cabernet and this Pinot Grigio.
We've had that before. It's all right.
Yeah, there wasn't much choice.
Well, I'm sure it'll go beautifully with the crab cakes heated up in the microwave.
Shit, I meant to get chips.
Oh, we're dining in style tonight.
Yeah. Ooh, the crab cakes are a bit strong.
Maybe open a window.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
They're gonna be rubber if we reheat them.
Yeah, let's just DoorDash something.
Chinese?
We had Chinese on Saturday.
So
who eats Chinese twice a week?
Chinese people? I'm just really in the mood for Chinese or Thai maybe.
Oh yeah, I could do Thai.
Okay, let's do Thai then.
Does Pinot Grigio go with Thai?
You'll have to. You know the thing that like pisses me off about Stacy, it's that she doesn't even apologize.
What?
But sorry, I was just going back to an earlier conversation. I mean, just Stacy always being late at work.
Oh yeah, our wedding guest whose life you're gonna ruin.
It's just like it's the way she waltzes in. It's like she's the life and soul. Like the office is just really boring without her. I can't get in her head.
Well, just level with her. This is unacceptable.
Well, I mean, I'm going to, but it's more like I just don't know what's going on in there.
Like what?
Well, I don't know, do I? It's like home stuff, family stuff, like maybe money stuff.
Just ask her.
Like, like this Asti woman. I mean, I cannot get my head around someone making up an accusation like that. I mean, I can't conceive of what would make someone want to do that.
Like I said, you just had a screw loose.
It's more than a screw loose. I mean, it's vindictive. Like, what if you couldn't disprove what she said? That would have wrecked your career, just your everything.
Look, you don't have to tell me.
Asti, just that name, where's that from?
Sorry?
Asti, is it Italian?
Oh, like the wine? No, I think it's Norwegian. I can't remember.
Oh, right, a Norwegian student.
Yeah, or Danish maybe, like that sort of region.
I mean, it's a nice name, Asti.
Yeah. I can't get excited about it.
I was at a school with an Asti. She was a big girl. We used to call her Nasty.
You asshole.
I do feel kind of bad about that.
Nasty.
Wait, didn't I meet her?
What?
Asti.
Uh,
The short black hair, pointy nose.
yeah, but
I did meet her.
what are you talking about?
The bar in Castro a year ago, I locked myself out and then I had to come back and pick up your keys.
Um, Vaguely.
You were having a drink with a young woman. She just lost her job and you were giving her career advice.
Oh. Uh,
Was that her?
um, hmm,
That that was her, wasn't it?
I, I think maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm confused now.
Why?
You said you were giving her advice because she lost her job, but then you said she lost her job because she made the complaint against you. She's hardly going to go for a drink with you after that. So when was this drink?
I can't remember. It was like a year ago.
No, hold on. I can tell you. I lost my keys when I was in San Jose for the Women in Business conference, which was February.
So,
So Mark said you were suspended spring and summer, and February's not spring or summer.
look, what's your point?
Well, I mean, did she lose her job twice? It seems kind of careless.
Okay, that doesn't. I don't.
I mean, just
I don't know
how
what
bad at this job is this girl?
Look, this was ages ago. I don't remember every detail.
Well, how many times you have to like fire someone before they take a hint?
Okay, there's no need to be like this.
You said she didn't like you, right? You said she didn't like you from day one.
That's a figure of speech.
That's what you said.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, so if she dislikes you so much, then why is she sitting with you in a pub in the Castro, having just experienced the first of who knows
Just
how many firings?
Oh, don't get like this, Naomi.
Well, help me get out of here, Tom.
Well, what do you want me to say? Like, no, maybe she didn't start hating me on day one exactly, and I don't remember saying that she'd been fired, so maybe that's you misremembering. But she certainly started coming after me soon after that.
Why? What did you do to her?
I don't know, nothing. She was weird. She was a screw up.
Were you having an affair with her?
What?
Were you having an affair with her, this
Oh my God,
Asti?
keep your voice down.
Were you?
I can't believe you're asking me that. How can you ask me that?
Well, it's a perfectly straightforward question.
No, it's not. Of course it's not.
Yeah, it's a yes or no, Tom.
I think it's disgusting that you'd even ask that question.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time now, would it?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I wondered how long it would take for this to come up.
Well, it wouldn't.
I had a brief fling once, like ages ago.
4 years ago.
It was 4
Hardly
years ago.
ages.
I admitted everything.
Only when I confronted
I
you.
held nothing back, though. I didn't. Well, sure, I still admitted it, though, didn't I?
You had an affair 4 years ago.
Before we were married.
What's that got to do with anything?
Because I don't know. It's
So what?
different.
I don't think it's illegitimate for me to ask if you had an affair with this Asti. So did you?
I did something stupid 4 years ago. That does not give you the right to ask me now.
Well, I noticed you haven't denied it. I've asked you what, like 4 or 5 times, and you still don't answer. You just come back at me with something else.
Why are you raking all this up? It was last year. It was like a horrible time. We're going through lockdown, hemorrhaging work. Look, I made mistakes, but it's over. So just leave it alone.
Oh my God. You did, didn't you?
No. What? No.
I didn't actually think you had, but you did, didn't you?
Naomi, just don't.
How could you, Tom?
Look, it's not like that.
After everything we said, how could you?
No, you're really blowing this out of proportion.
No, you promised, you stupid bastard. You swore you'd never do it again.
Naomi,
Why did I believe you?
come on.
Why are men so shitty? Just can't keep it in your pants for 5 seconds, can you?
Okay, come on. Look, you're making yourself upset.
No, you're making me upset because you had sex with this girl despite everything you said. You still
Just
did.
keep your voice down. Look, it wasn't like that.
Maybe you tell me what it was like.
Don't take that tone with me, Naomi. What about you?
What about me?
Oh, you're on your moral high ground. What about Portland?
Portland?
Yeah, a few months after we had our big talk, you went to a big trade fair in Portland for a few days.
Yeah, so?
With Mark. And you got drunk together and you ended up having sex in his hotel room.
Tom, this is you're changing the subject.
Oh, I think this is very much the subject.
Well, I don't know what you've heard.
Look, I know what happened, Naomi. There's no point in denying it.
How did you find out?
It doesn't matter how I found out.
Well, how long have you known?
Day after it happened.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, thanks for not denying it anyway.
Why didn't you say anything?
Look, it was a couple of days before you got back, and I kind of calmed down. Like, it was obviously a one-night thing.
It was. I promise.
I know.
I'm sorry.
And I guess I thought, it kind of made us even.
That's not why I did it.
Look, I really don't want to know why you did it, Naomi.
No, I just mean
And
like
we were,
that.
we were
that
getting
wasn't
married in a couple of months, and maybe I just thought this was one last fling or revenge or something.
just I was stupid. I was wasted. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, it wasn't okay, but it's okay now.
I am sorry though.
Thank you.
How did you find out?
Jenny told me.
Oh God.
Yeah, she was going to kick him out, actually. I had to talk her down.
I'm so sorry, Tom. And for what it's worth, it didn't happen the way that you're
Okay.
you're
I don't
probably
want to know
thinking.
how it
Like
happened.
it's
I don't even want to think about it. I'm only mentioning it now because we don't have to make a big deal of these things. We can just let sleeping dogs lie.
well, sure. I mean, but
Look, if I can do it,
like,
Gnomes,
well, let me just be clear what you're saying. Are you saying, Tom, that it's okay if you had an affair with Asti because
look, I didn't
had a
have
one
an affair
night?
with Asti.
Well, whatever it was.
Like a flirtation, barely more than that.
But it was more than that.
Barely. It was, I don't know. It was stupid. It was, a release, an escape.
An escape from what?
I don't know. I was getting sidelined at work and just a bit bored, and this girl pops up and shows a bit of interest in me, laughs at my jokes and just pays me a bit of,
You're such a cliche.
well, maybe I am. Maybe I am a cliche. Yeah, maybe I am. But, I'm human and yeah, I'm actually human and I'm not going to apologize for that. But that's all it was, just someone paying me a bit of attention, for once.
I hope that's not aimed at me.
I'm not saying that. I know your work is very important to you.
So it is aimed at me.
No, but, maybe I felt a bit shut out.
Tom, it's not my fault you banged the intern.
Oh my God, a couple of times, a handful. It was stupid. I regretted it and I ended it.
Jesus, Tom.
Look, I regretted it. I said I couldn't go on with it, so it ended. Are you happy now?
Oh, delirious, Tom.
Look, it was nothing. It was stupid. And look, I'm truly sorry, but it wasn't an affair. It wasn't anything.
Okay, so how long did your not affair last?
Just like a couple of months.
A couple of months?
Like, if that. It didn't mean anything.
Of course it meant something. You slept with her.
Look, it was just sex.
Don't be a prick, Tom.
Look, I know women don't believe this, but it's true. Like, sometimes for a guy, sex is just sex.
Okay, just imagine for a second what it's like to be me. For your wife to hear your husband say that when we have sex, it doesn't mean anything.
Oh my God, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, what are you saying?
It's just, if it's not someone special, then it's just sex. Of course, with you, it means everything.
Bullshit, okay?
It's not bullshit. Why are men not allowed to say
bullshit.
this?
How very convenient. It's not betrayal just because it doesn't mean anything. Of course it means something.
Oh, really? So you with Mark in Portland, what? That really meant something? Should I have told you to not bother coming home?
That was different, okay? That it was a mistake.
Oh, a mistake? You had sex by accident?
This is getting nowhere.
There's nowhere to get. Just move on.
No, it's about trust, Tom.
Well, that goes both ways, Naomi.
Have you told me everything?
Yes, I have.
Promise?
Promise.
On your life, on my life.
I promise, Naomi.
Tom, why are you such a dick?
I don't know.
Just, why don't you just tell me?
I should have.
Yeah, I'd be angry, but still.
Oh, worse than that.
What?
You would have been disappointed.
Is that worse?
Oh, yeah. Trust me. Anger a man can take, but disappointment's the killer.
What am I gonna do with you, Tom?
Beats me.
Actually, can we get out here?
Right here?
Yeah, just on the left.
What are you doing?
Let's finish our date.
What?
It's not late.
Where?
Like here in the park, we've got wine.
We're not teenagers.
It'll be fun.
Oh, it's cold.
Wear my coat.
Oh, I'm not gonna wear a girl's coat.
No one's gonna see you.
Oh, all right then.
It suits you.
Yeah.
Do you want some?
Oh, yeah, all right.
It's not been a bad 4 years, has it?
Not bad at all. Not really.
What do you think?
Should we give it another 4?
No, the wine.
That's all right.
Yeah, it kind of needs to breathe.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll do.
What a year.
Yeah.
All this stuff, Georgina's dad's in the hospital, having to step it up at work, COVID, everyone's on furlough.
We're getting through it.
Can't believe you wired up your brother's garden shed.
No, I did. Yeah, it's state of the art. It's like the TARDIS in there now.
Did he pay you anything?
No, it was for fun. A bit of manual labor. Worked up a sweat, the sunshine, the beers, and guys together. I haven't spent that much time with my brother in years. Yeah, his new girlfriend's nice.
Is she?
Well, she's not new.
No.
You all right?
Sunshine?
What?
You said sunshine.
Did I? When?
When you were wiring up your brother's shed, it was sunshine.
Yeah,
Which makes it when? June? July?
about then. Yeah,
When?
July, I think. Why?
Okay, so I'm sorry to rake this up again.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
No, but I just don't see how this timeline works.
What? What else is there to know?
Oh, you tell me.
Tell you what?
I run into Asti in February. I imagine you're already having the affair.
Not an
And
affair.
well, whatever it was, and it lasted 2 months, which takes us to the end of March, and then you're suspended in July, so April, May, June, July, that's 4 months after the affair ended.
So,
4 months?
well, that's when she put the complaint in, I guess.
You guess or you know?
How does it matter?
Well, a complaint about sexual harassment and they sat on it for 4 months?
Well, there
I
are
don't think so.
procedures.
Well, I know there are procedures, Tom, because if you remember, Marcia asked me to help write your policy.
Okay, I am so fed up with being
Oh,
treated
you're
like
fed up.
some kind of criminal.
Well, I'm pretty fed up with being lied to.
Oh,
Well, having
lied to? Oh, thank you.
perhaps,
That's very
Tom,
nice.
you might like to explain why it clearly took 4 months for her to lodge a complaint.
Well, maybe you should ask her.
Well, maybe I should.
Well, maybe she was pissed that I dumped her.
Well, stewed on it for 4 months?
I don't know.
Well, what happened?
How should I know? Look, I told you, she's nuts.
Just what happened, Tom?
Naomi,
You promised. You promised on my life. Did you end it?
yes.
How?
What do you mean, how?
Well, it was you who ended it.
What do you mean?
It's not like you. You're not a confrontation person.
Look, I think it was obvious to both of us that it was never going to go anywhere.
So, what are you saying? You did or you didn't end it?
It ended.
So you didn't end it.
It was sort of, mutual.
So mutual that in fact 4 months later she puts in a complaint of sexual harassment?
Okay, this is uncalled for.
Oh, I'm the bad one.
Oh my, how am I supposed to know why she put that complaint in? This is not a game, Naomi. It's not like a
I
riddle
don't
for you to
think
solve.
it's a game.
You can just drop this courtroom tone, okay? This is serious. Like, she screwed up my life, Naomi. Like, I'm barely back now. Do you understand that? It's taken me a year to pull things back together at work. You have no idea. Like, a man's life can be torn apart by one false accusation, by one screwed up, malicious little bitch, and that was me. That's what I went through. Months later, even after I was cleared, people are avoiding me and talking about me. Someone put up a sign on the photocopier room that said, Tom Walker's Love Shack. And it stayed up there for a week, because I became a standing joke. And, you didn't notice anything was up because I hid it from you. I had to shoulder that burden alone because I didn't think you'd be able to cope. I couldn't be sure, Naomi, that my own wife would support me because, I seriously thought that because of some knee-jerk sisterhood, you just take her side automatically. Because deep down, you think men are shit. That's what this comes down to.
Where is all this coming from?
You're not denying it.
Stop trying to act like you're the victim here.
I am the victim. You don't get it, do you?
Whatever happened between you, she clearly wasn't happy.
Oh, and she deserved it.
What?
What?
What does that mean? She deserved it. What does that mean?
I don't know what I meant by that.
What did she deserve? What did you do?
I'm not talking to you about this.
You didn't dump her. She dumped you.
Uh,
She dumped you, didn't she? And that pissed you off. Asti, dump the great Tom Luckhurst? How dare she? Who does she think she is? Dump you when she should be kneeling down and worshiping your big dick.
it was not like that.
No? What was it like?
She was kind of nasty about it.
Nasty how?
Just like, it didn't mean anything.
Thought it didn't mean anything.
Right. Yeah, it didn't.
But you thought it should have meant something to her.
I don't know.
Well, do you think she was in love with you?
No,
So you were pissed off. Then what did you do?
nothing. I just tried to talk to her a couple of times.
Okay.
She wouldn't like take it seriously.
Go on.
I thought maybe she was seeing someone else in the firm.
Cheating on you. Oh, Tom, how awful. Poor you.
So I tried to find out.
How did you try to find out?
I followed her a couple of times after work.
Christ, Tom!
I just wanted to see if she was meeting someone.
You stalked her?
But it was just a couple of times, not stalking.
What does following her mean?
I just watched her apartment one night, like a couple of nights.
Jesus, Tom.
I know.
She should have.
Yeah, probably.
And then what did you do? How bad is it?
I don't know. I'm just a bit lost, Naomi.
Show me.
What?
I'm getting us a cab. We're going back to your office.
What? We can't.
I want you to show me where it happened.
Why?
Just no more lies.
Look, we can't. It'll be locked up.
You've got keys.
Well, what am I going to tell them?
Well, that you need to pick up a hard drive.
I need to pick up a hard drive. I need to pick up a hard drive.
No worries. Just lock it up when you leave, okay?
Why are we doing this?
You said the investigation proved she was lying. You said you weren't even here on the day it was supposed to happen. Tom.
Look, it was a very confusing time, Naomi.
What does that mean?
Well, Greg covered for me.
What? How?
Look, you can't tell anyone this.
What did he do?
He gave me an alibi. He said we were in Berkeley working on the thing for Nixon.
But you weren't.
Well, I'd been there during the day, but I came back.
Back here.
Just to pick up my laptop. It was really late and I didn't think anyone would be in.
What did you do, Tom?
I picked up my laptop and I had some mail. I went through that and it was deserted there.
Right. So?
And I'm just leaving and I remember that we need paper. So I go to the copy room and she's in there.
Asti.
Yeah. I was surprised and I didn't intend to do anything.
What did you do?
I can't remember the details.
Yes, you can.
No, it's very hazy.
I'm her. I'm in the photocopier room. and you come in.
Look, I can't
What do you
do
say?
that.
Yes, you can. Do you say hi?
Naomi, come on.
Do you say all right, Asti?
Ugh,
What?
I don't know. I probably say you made me jump.
Probably.
I say you made me jump.
I say, did I?
No, you don't say anything.
Okay.
I say, are you going to keep ignoring me, Asti?
And I roll my eyes.
Yes, you do. Roll your eyes. I say, as you wish. I just need to get some paper.
What do I say?
The paper's on the other side of you, so you say, you'll have to wait. I haven't finished collating the report for Scott.
You'll have to wait. I haven't finished.
I say, I'm in a rush, actually.
Well, so am I actually.
It would take you 5 seconds to let me get some paper.
This report is very complicated. I have to feed the cover sheets by hand.
Oh, this is so petty.
It'll be 10 minutes. You can wait 10 minutes.
Screw you.
Classy.
No, seriously, screw you. I've been here 6 years. I worked my way up. What are you? You're an intern.
It's a rotation.
You're an intern. That's all you are, Asti. You need to learn to treat people with respect.
You follow me. You snoop on my work computer. You leave me weird voicemails and you expect me to treat you with respect?
How old are you stuck-up bitch? 20?
Tom, you don't get to talk to me like that just because I don't want to sleep with you anymore.
Oh, you think I want you back, Asti? Just get over yourself.
Because, Tom, you think you've got the right to try it on with every woman in the office.
Okay, well, that's bullshit for a start.
Didn't you get a warning about it?
What?
All the women in the office warned me about you.
You're saying anything now.
We have a list. It's not just you, Tom.
Oh, a list?
Yeah, you, Liam, Greg's on there too.
Oh, a list of what?
Men to avoid.
Oh, this is bullshit.
All the women know the rules. Don't go for a drink with Tom. Don't stand too near him. If he starts making
Okay, that is
suggestive
bullshit.
comments, then you just change the subject. If he touches you, move away. Don't accept any compliments on your appearance or your clothes, and don't let yourself be in a room alone with him.
And I say, well, Asti, you broke that rule, didn't you?
And she says, what did you mean?
And I say, look at you, in a room alone with me.
And she says, back off, you're making me uncomfortable.
And I say, oh, am I making you uncomfortable standing here? What about here?
And she says, I'll scream.
And I say, there's just us here.
And she says, get your hands off me.
And I say nothing.
And she says, stop touching me.
And I say nothing.
And she says, please, Tom, please don't.
And I say nothing.
And then she says nothing.
And I say nothing.
Please.
And I say, you're lucky. You're lucky that I'm a nice guy.
Mhm.
Later, I get home with my laptop and I think that's enough, that it's over.
But it's not over.
No, it's not over. 2 days later, Doug calls me and he says they've received a complaint, which will have to be investigated, and I have to leave the office immediately, and they'll be in touch by email.
Is that all true? Is that what happened?
Now you know everything.
Just voicemails and another complaint and
Yeah.
Christ, Tom.
I didn't do anything.
What?
I chose not to do anything.
You chose.
I could have, but I didn't.
Yeah, you could have.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I don't know.
I don't know who you are, Tom. My Tom.
Naomi.
They talk about you. You're on a list. They have to be careful around you or around my husband.
I feel like I'm like two people.
Two people?
Yeah. Look, I'm a good man and I try to be a good person, but sometimes I'm not.
But you're not two people, Tom. You're one person. That's worse.
Look, I'm sorry.
Put yourself in my shoes. What would you say now?
I'd say, Tom, this is too much to cope with right now. Maybe you should go and stay with your brother tonight, maybe for a bit. I don't know if I want to see you again.
Yeah.
I'd say, I love you, but I kind of hate you right now. I think you're sick.
I wouldn't say that, Tom, because you're not sick. That's almost the worst bit. You're very ordinary. You're a disappointingly ordinary man.
I love you.
I don't know you. And I don't know what you think that means.
Naomi, I messed up. I know I did, but it's you and me.
I'd like to cut the skin and flesh off you. Just tear your eyes out, crack your skull open, pull your foul, disgusting brain off your head and drop it into a bucket of bleach.
I kind of wish you would too.
I'm going home.
Naomi, please.
I have to think, and I have things to do.
Well, what are we?
I don't know.
Please don't leave me.
Don't ask me that.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Don't.
Thank you, actors. All right.
Oh. How did that sound?
Good, interesting. How did it feel?
That was kind of fun.
Yeah. I mean, like horrible, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it was totally not fun. And Abby, you make a horribly convincing man.
Yeah, and sometimes I sort of forgot that I was like, playing the wrong character. Well, not like the wrong character, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It was like an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, I mean, I liked being her, and then didn't like it at the same time. If that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
What did you think, Dan? Dan, you're muted.
Sorry, I'll get the hang of this. I mean, yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
But I would quite like to try it the way I wrote it.
Yeah, sure.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, well, if you're all right to build on that energy, why don't we reset? You guys can switch your names back, Naomi and Tom, and we'll go for another take if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good.
Recording and actors, when you're ready.
Thank you, everyone. So that was the second script. I would request both the directors to join us again. Let me see. While Vikram is joining us, Niranjan and Mandar, why don't you guys turn on your cameras? Yeah, maybe we can wait for Vikram. And Richa, you can introduce your script to begin with.
Okay. Do my actors want to please turn their cameras on? Okay. Yeah, this was you and me. The actors were Abbey playing Naomi and Tom, Anshul also playing Naomi and Tom, Abbey playing Dan, and Dmitri playing waiter and driver and security guard.
Okay, great. While do you want to give anything about the play,
Yeah,
Richa?
sure. So I found this script recently. It actually was published pretty recently. It was performed actually on BBC radio as a radio play. So I liked it quite a lot. I think it's simple but still evocative, and I liked that it was made for radio. It translated over into Zoom pretty well, and yeah, it's simple but it's intense, and I think that our actors did a great job of settling into those difficult parts. And actually, the writer, Dan Rebellato, I reached out to him to get permission to do the play. And he was very gracious. He said we could use it for free. And today's actually his birthday, so he was excited that we were doing the show on his birthday. I don't think he's here. He lives in, it's like 4 a.m. there because he's in England. So he's not here, but he sent us warm wishes. So that was exciting too.
Yep. And this would be an excellent birthday gift for
Yeah.
him. We performing it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Thank you about that. Vikram is here. Vikram, can you turn on your camera? I hear some background noise, so
I turned on the camera, but I will keep myself on mute unless there is a question.
okay. Why don't you introduce your actors and anything that you want to say about your script, because you're the writer as well.
Yeah, sure. Niranjan, do you want to turn your video on? I can't see everyone. And Mandar?
Yeah, they are on.
Okay.
They are on. They both are on.
Yeah, so Niranjan Page and Mandar Khoje acted as and Ba in the script. I don't know what else introduction I can give, but yeah, it was a play about two writers improvising, writing a script on AIDS. I wrote it in 93, 94. So it has been a while this play has been staged. Proud that it has been staged multiple times before. But yeah, that's pretty much it from what my introduction about the play is.
Great. Thank you, Vikram, and of course all the actors from both the plays. They did a fantastic job. I am going to ask all our participants to unmute themselves. In order to do that, you would see a request from me that says turn on your mics. Okay, some challenge as always on the Zoom media. In the meantime, I'm seeing a lot of comments that are coming through. Okay.
Are we not able to see the comments?
Not yet. I have asked all the attendees to unmute themselves so they can just unmute from their side, and those who want to talk, they're free to talk. I see someone named Trustworthy has raised their hand, so if you can talk, you might have to unmute yourself. Yeah, now you should be able to talk.
हॅलो सो थँक्यू. माझं नाव वैभव आणि ट्रस्टवर्दी हे नाव मला चेंजच नाही करता येते या सेटिंगमध्ये, सो सॉरी अबाउट दॅट. पहिल्यांदा मला विक्रम आणि निरंजन आणि मंदार यांना सांगायचं आहे की खूपच उत्तम झाला परफॉर्मन्स. इट वॉज फॅन्टॅस्टिक. विक्रम खूपच तगडं लिहिलेलं आहे स्क्रिप्ट, आणि मंदार आणि निरंजननी ते खरंच उचललं. It was like the power of the narration was such that I believe everybody in the audience would have felt की आपणच तिकडे आलेलो आहे, म्हणजे कारण की they were doing the role play आणि the ball was passing between Mandar and Niranjan. So as a audience I was thinking like okay, आता next मी आहे आणि मला पण त्या स्पॉटवर स्वतःला ठेवायचं आहे आणि I have to imagine all that, आणि it was so painful. That is all the power of your narration, acting, and of course fantastic writing. So I could not be more vulnerable, I believe, as an audience. I mean, it brought my vulnerabilities out. So I really admired this way of telling the story. So fantastic.
Thank
And
you.
about the other play, I want to say that again, Tom and the other character, I forgot the name, but both of those characters were very powerful. And I guess it brings about again the vulnerability of our perceptions, how we are slave to that. So yeah, it was fantastic. Really good, good acting again. So thank you so much. Both of the plays were on a very common theme.
Thank you, Vaibhav. Who is this Vaibhav? What's your last name?
Vaibhav Chopra.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. I see some more people raising their hand, so I'm just asking them to mute themselves. Just be mindful of the background noises. I think Mukund, you can speak now. Mukund, can you unmute and talk? Yeah. निमा मावशी, मी तुम्हाला अनम्यूट केलंय. तुम्हाला तुमच्या बाजूने अनम्यूट करायला लागेल आणि देन यू कॅन टॉक.
ओके ओके.
ग्रेट.
नाही, दोन्ही सुंदर झाली. मला पहिल्या ह्याच्यात निरंजन आणि मंदार ॲब्सोल्युटली ग्रेट. मला सर्वात जर कुठे अगदी हिट झालं असेल तर मंदार त्या वंदनाशी शेवटी बोलतो तेव्हा आय रिअली फेल्ट की इट वॉज रिअली कमिंग फ्रॉम हिअर आणि रिअली हिट. ब्युटिफुली डन. आणि विक्रम, छान तुझी डायरेक्शन, रायटिंग, वॉट एव्हर, पण फार सुंदर होतं. And the second play was very, very interesting. This is the first time all the youngsters are doing, and I felt you guys are super. I mean, you brought the emotions out, and initially I was a little confused as to what is really happening here. If it is really you're trying to set this up, or is this part of the script? But I finally got into it, I think. But anyway, and having these backdrops constantly changing was a good idea. Only one suggestion, if I can make, is if you're showing these two people talking to each other, the backgrounds need to be opposite of each other. The backgrounds were like as if they were sitting next to each other, but here you're trying to display that they're talking to each other. So not a big deal. You have done the greatest thing you can do. But since you may be looking for improvement, I was thinking that this could be another way of but bar didn't matter because bar you can be in any, but when they were in the park or when they were in the restaurant, the backgrounds were the same. So here I'm trying to say, hey, they're talking to each other but they're the same background, so what is happening? So but no big deal. I mean, you did a great job. So आणि फार मजा आली.
Thank you.
Beautifully done. Very nice evening for a Friday evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Nimatai.
Gabriela, I see you have given us your question or comment. In case you want to talk, I am requesting you to unmute yourself and talk, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I just wanted to say congratulations to the actors and directors. It was so awesome to get to watch, and I had chills at multiple points and was really taken by the story as well. But my question was really for Anshul and Abbey, what it was like for you to get into character and what that process was, because it's a really intense story and then you're also doing it from a different perspective. So I just kind of wanted to hear your experience.
Anshul, you want to start? I guess personally, I definitely, the first time that I was reading through the script, I kept kind of like hoping that he would have some kind of redeeming characteristics, and just kind of like gets worse and worse. And it was really hard to like accept that, and also like understand that he doesn't like see himself that way, right? That like there's so much self-obscuring that goes on in his like daily life. And so it was really interesting to like imagine feeling that way. And, you know, I think we can all relate to that to some extent, to like not wanting to see those kinds of worst parts of ourselves. So even though it was like this character that I typically feel so estranged from in popular culture, it was interesting to like try to inhabit it and relate to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a great question, Gabriella. I think for me, something to add on to what Abby was saying, something that really helped was just kind of in our rehearsal process. So I really leaned on both Richa and Abby and her performance and the way that she was portraying the character to respond to that, and Richa and helping me kind of get into the headspace of, there were multiple points in a rehearsal where, you know, it'd be like, well, why did that character say that? Or at what point of her kind of detective work is she, and why is she asking the questions she's asking? So for me, some of those things kind of help me get more in the headspace.
Yep.
That's awesome. Thank you. And congrats.
Thank you. Chakrapani, Mukund, your mics are unmuted as well. So anyone else? I see Alexander, so I'm going to.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Alexander.
Great.
Good.
So I'm an ASU student. I'm one of the friends of one of the actors. And I've only done on-stage plays. And it seems like you guys were very seamless with even, you know, technical difficulties that, you know, I've had with Zoom. So I wanted to ask the actors kind of, you know, how did you guys change, whether, you know, it was your speech intonations or your timing for the Zoom and for the platform?
Abby, do you want to answer this one?
Sure. Yeah. So I'd say it's definitely hard to manage things like speech overlap, not to mention like background noise and all of that. But luckily Zoom has a couple cool features that we used, and we also like worked things out with each other like during rehearsals. I think it's important, especially like over Zoom, to be very mindful of when the other person is speaking and knowing when to talk over the other person. So it's very important to get very familiar with the script, especially because you can't see like body language and things like that as clearly as on stage. So that's a bit of an interesting challenge, but definitely something that we worked through, and my sister like helped us with throughout the whole process. So rehearsal is the answer.
Great. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. It was fantastic watching this.
Thanks, Alex.
And just, if I may just add one more thing, I think it was really helpful working with this particular script, because it made all of the sort of mess ups that you might have on Zoom part of the script, so that the interruptions were scripted. You have to change your name, you have to change the background is scripted.
Yeah.
And I think that makes Zoom, that gives a normalcy to Zoom that then allows, I hope, the audience to be like, okay, well, this is part of the experience and this is part of the script. This is what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Great, guys.
One of our regular attendees from LA, he dropped, but he left his comment, loved both plays, great initiative, starting the English plays, and he really liked it. Thank you, Rohit. Anyone else? I have asked everyone to unmute themselves, so you might have seen those requests from me. हा चिटणीस काकू, तुम्हाला तुमच्याकडे अनम्यूट करायला लागेल. हा आता बोला. हा बोला आता.
थँक्यू माझी गेल्या वेळची सजेशन लगेच अंमलात आणल्याबद्दल. रिचा, अभिनंदन तुझं की फॉरेन लँग्वेज असून सुद्धा इतका छान प्ले तू आमच्या समोर सादर तुझ्या कलाकारांनी केला. रिअली ग्रेट. आणि अवधूत, तुला सुद्धा थँक्यू, कारण तू नवीन काहीतरी आमच्या समोर उभं केलंस, एक वेगळंच आम्हाला अनुभव दिलास. एकूण नवीन जे कोण आहेत, दिग्दर्शक म्हण, रायटर म्हण, ऍक्टर्स म्हण, फार बरं वाटलं. आणि मंदार आणि निरंजन बद्दल तर मी काय बोलतच नाही, कारण ते काय नेहमीचेच लोक आहेत.
त्यांच्याबद्दल मी बोलतो थोड्या वेळाने.
सादरिक म्हणजे दिग्दर्शन मला बघायला मिळालं, त्यामुळे त्यांचंही अभिनंदन. पण रिचा, यू आर ग्रेट, खरंच मस्त, बरं वाटलं.
Thank you.
नवीन चेहरे बघितल्यावर मला खूप बरं वाटलं. आणि तुझं दिग्दर्शन म्हणजे तुझं जे सादरीकरण झालं ते तुझ्या लोकांचं खरंच कमाल.
Thank you. Thank
I am
you.
pretty sure Abby didn't understand that, but she could feel the tone that Auntie was having in her voice. She really liked your plays, and I'm sure Richa would fill in the details. Okay, next. I think Anand काका तुला बोलायचं आहे, तुला अनम्यूट करायला लागेल तुझ्या साईडने. अनु
हॅलो,
या.
हा
हा
मी
बोल.
अनु बोलतेय लॉस एंजलिसहून. पहिल्यांदा खूप म्हणजे चंद्रपूरच्या जंगलात हे नाव इतके वर्ष आणि त्याच्याबरोबर चेतन दातार, त्याच्यामुळे आज मी इतकी वाट बघत होते की फायनली मला हे नाटक बघायला मिळालं. सो थँक्यू सो मच, कारण या नाटकाबद्दल प्रचंड ऐकलं होतं. आणि मला अगदी पहिल्यांदा वैभवची जी कॉमेंट होती सुरुवातीची स्क्रिप्ट बद्दलची, ती पण खूप अगदी बरोबर आहे की म्हणजे व्हल्नरेबल बनवणं ही प्रोसेस जेंडर जरी सेम नव्हतं तरी पण मला काही एक्सटेंट मध्ये जाणवली की आता हे लोक आता कुठल्या लेवल पर्यंत जातात. सो या अमेझिंग आणि थँक्यू सो मच, मजा आली. आणि झूम मध्ये हे कितपत यशस्वी झालं हे मला आवडेल आहे. ज्या कोणा लोकांनी हे स्टेजवरती केलं असेल त्यांच्याकडनं मला आवडेल आहे, कारण आता स्टेजवरती हे नाटक कधी बघायला मिळाल माहिती नाही. सो थँक्यू, तेवढंच वाटलं.
थँक्यू.
And about the second play, I completely agree with the type of the script, because I think that made a huge difference for me to get into it. So, but loved the performances. There were many moments where I had completely gotten over who is playing what, because the dialogues delivered were with such an intensity that I was like, I was like, okay, who is saying that? Oh, sure. So yeah, so that was amazing. And it was very engaging throughout. I have been using Zoom platform for many things, and I am still not completely sold on to virtual backgrounds. So I would like to know more about it, why people use it, and does it really? But yeah, that's just my personal thing. So I don't know. So I'm still thinking on those things. But thank you so much. It was amazing performance.
Thank you.
Me bolu. I think that's such a valuable feedback, because both what you said and what Nimatai had said about the backgrounds. This play was written for radio, so it is pretty lightweight. It doesn't need any props really or any set pieces. But when they did it on radio, they had professional production, so they had like ambiance, like bar sounds or cab sounds, and it sounded so lovely to listen to. So we did our best to bring it in with the virtual background just to get the setting, because in the script they don't say like, oh, now we're going to a bar, now we're in the cab. It just flows. It's tricky, like you said, Zoom is not a perfect medium for natak. I saw that Mukund Kaka had put a question in the Q&A saying, would we like to do it for stage 2? And yeah, maybe. I appreciated that it was written for a COVID cast. So I think that's special about it.
No, amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I would encourage the new participants, the new names that I see, those who specifically joined for the English play, Igor, Kelly, who else? If you guys call in, if you guys want to talk, feel free to talk. Mukund, can you talk now? Mukund, Anand, you'll have to do unmute on your side. I am not sure how to help you on that, but Anand Kaka Ghanekar. Mukund, can you talk now?
बोलत नसेल तर I would.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Bol.
Okay. First thing, if you look at the two plays, Marathi and English, the most easiest acting and the delivery is Abbey. Okay.
Yeah, I would totally agree.
Think about the delivery and all these things. There is a slide, no matter what. You have tend to do something, put something extra in our. That's my observation. Okay, as a director, Abbey was so easy and to the line, to the perfection. Anshul was somewhere he's trying to do that, but somewhere he's again coming over on that to do the acting, go towards the acting. Another character I like is Waiter. Okay.
Thank you. It was my breakout role.
That's my observation. That's my observation. Okay. And of course, Richa, you did a great job. No doubt about it. Keep it. Bring some new tips on this. I know it's very difficult to bring radio plays into acting. Is very difficult, especially the most radio plays written by the great writer in Marathi is Vijay Tendulkar. Okay. He has a lot of radio plays. Most of his one act plays is the radio plays. Okay, at that time, and as your young director at that time in our days, most of the director bring those radio plays on the stage.
Thank you, Anand Kaka. I'm just going to quickly read a comment from Igor Gatsowski. Congratulations. Thank you so much for the moving performance. Especially enjoyed seeing Abbey and Anshul transform into different genders. It's truly transformative, opened up so much subtlety in their characters. Thank you, Igor.
मी एक सांगू?
बोला.
Richa, I wanted to ask, because you mentioned something about this being a radio play and they had some sounds in the background. I'm wondering, because you have done a great job of using the technology, so would it be possible to combine the sound as well as the backgrounds so that your effect can be even more realistic? I don't know if it is doable, but I'm just asking. I'm not a techie, but
yeah, that would be the dream. I think that I will need to keep consulting with these other people who've been doing more of the play readings than I have. So we've tried it in the past. It complicated us the thoda. Maybe
in the past another play, Nima Maushi, probably you missed it on that day. We tried it. There is something like the producer or the director or the actor can share their screen and machine sound so that it just like a real play. It looks like the music is coming from not from a phone near the actor, but from the Zoom application. So yes, it has been tried.
Difficult to achieve. It is difficult to achieve compared to the virtual backgrounds. But at least for that play that Richa did, more than the backgrounds, the music would have helped.
Yeah, thank you.
ओके, मुकुंदराव, तुम्हाला अजूनही बोलता येत नाहीये का? तुमचा माईक अनम्यूट दिसतोय.
मुकुंद काका बोलेपर्यंत मी पटकन 2-3 गोष्टी
पटकन तुला जमणार असेल तर नक्कीच बोल.
मला पटकन शक्यतो जमत नाही आणि मी सांगतोय स्वतः मी पटकन बोलतो, सो प्लीज लेट मी. मला एक तर दोन्ही नाटकं आवडली, पण दोन्ही नाटकांमधले मला एक खूप कॉमन पॉईंट असं जाणवला की काही ठिकाणी लेखनाचीच लांबी जास्ती झाली होती असं मला वाटतं. आता मी या बाबतीत विक्रमशी वाद घालू शकत नाही असं नाही, पण मला पर्सनली नाही घालायला जास्ती आवडेल त्यांच्या घरी जाऊन. सो लेट मी टेक दॅट पॉइंट ऑफ द टेबल. ऐकताना ऑडिओ नाटक असल्यामुळे काय होतं माहितीये का, की बघणं कमी आणि लोक काम करता करता पण नाटक ऐकू शकतात आणि त्यामुळे मग चुकीचा उच्चार किंवा चुकीचे पॉजेस किंवा असतं ते कानाला पटकन येऊन लागतं, विच हॅपन्ड इन चंद्रपूरच्या जंगलात ट्वाइस ऑर थ्राइस ॲटलिस्ट, एस्पेशली इन द वर्ड्स लाईक कवयित्री. त्याचं एफर्टलेसली कवयित्री करून टाकलं मंदारनी पण. आणि काही लिटरली काही जे कानाला येऊन लागलं ते म्हणजे मोर दॅन कलोकियल, इट फेल्ट लाईक लिटरली लिहिलेला डायलॉग तसाच्या तसा वाचण्यात आला. बाहेरील वगैरे हे आपण बोलताना पटकन बाहेरचं किंवा असं बोलतो, रस्त्यावरील वगैरे पटकन बोलत नाही, रस्त्यावरचं बोलून टाकतो. सो ते थोडंसं माइंडफुलनेस कमी पडला की काय असं मला वाटलं in the first play. In the second play, actually I was really happy with the way the overlapping dialogues were taken care of by both Abbey and Anshul. It is actually difficult to do, but you guys did it very nicely. Abbey, as Anand said, was flawless. I liked her intonations, delivery, presence of mind, and a few bodily actions that she actually did that kind of showed that she was into that character. like slapping her head, asking questions, raising her both the hands. So all that kind of showed that yeah, she was actually there. So that was really good. मला फक्त इकडे रिचाला असं एक सांगायला आवडेल की हा जो प्ले लिहिलाय ना याच्यामध्ये तो it's inspired a bit from Me Too movement or whatever, right? From what I understand of Dan's own commentary about the play. आणि दुसरं असं झालंय की I have no understanding of why the characters were switched by Dan even within the play. Why would he want to do that? कारण काय होत आहे की ती कॅरेक्टर स्विच केल्यानंतर सुद्धा जी ऍक्च्युअल स्टोरी लाईन आहे ना ज्याच्यामध्ये कन्फ्रंटेशनचे देर आर सम पॉइंट्स ऑफ कन्फ्रंटेशन इवन इन द ओरिजिनल स्टोरी लाईन वेअर ए कॅरेक्टर दॅट यू आर प्रिटेंडिंग कॅनॉट कंटिन्यू. पण या प्ले मध्ये कसं झालंय की वेन दे स्विच कॅरेक्टर्स द स्विच कॅरेक्टर्स कंटिन्यूड ऑलमोस्ट टिल द एंड ऑफ द प्ले, which is hard for me to believe because considering the storyline they were confronting each other. There were a number of instances where you would probably reach a tipping point to that conversation where you no longer would continue pretending those characters. That is one. So मला हे माहित नाही की हे डॅनने असं का केलं. I'd probably Richa for you to think on this की हे असं व्हायला पाहिजे होतं का. आणि जरी कॅरेक्टर स्विच केली तरी बिकॉज I'll tell you why. जेव्हा ते टिपिंग पॉइंट्स येतात आणि ज्या वेळेला ती स्विच कॅरेक्टर्स त्यांचा प्रिटेन्स सोडून जे खरी कॅरेक्टर्स होतात त्यावेळेला त्यांच्या रिॲक्शन्स, त्यांची डिलिव्हरी, त्यांचे इमोशन सगळं बदलून जात. आणि हे व्हायला हवं होतं तर मजा आली असती थ्रू द जर्नी ऑफ द प्ले बिकॉज देन स्विच कॅरेक्टर्स कंटिन्युइंग फॉर ऑलमोस्ट द एंटायर लेंथ ऑफ द प्ले इज समथिंग दॅट इज बियॉन्ड माय अंडरस्टँडिंग.
Yeah,
Or
something to think about.
Yeah, or otherwise I would have not switched them, let them continue with their own characters so that her emotions as a girl or as a female in that situation would have come out more genuinely. And
Yeah,
so
it's an
you know the guy
interesting point. Of course, that's the main gimmick of the script. म्हणून तर मी
yeah, then
वाचायला
that's why
घेतलं.
it's a gimmick. That's why it's a gimmick, right? That's the point. But
That's
even
your
if you go
interpretation,
ahead with
for
that
sure.
gimmick, basically at one point or at multiple other points, you should let them continue with their own characters when the situation itself demands for it or the tension in the situation
So-
calls for it.
Thank
That's
you.
it.
तो
Yeah,
चक्रपाणी
Vikram, go
बोलतोय
ahead.
का? कोण बोलतोय?
Yeah,
कोण
चक्रपाणी
बोलतोय?
होता. Yeah.
हा विक्रम.
सो चक्रपाणी काय माहितीये ना, तू नवीन नाटक लिहायला घेतलं नाहीयेस, तू आमच्या नाटकावर रिॲक्ट करतोयस. सो व्हॉट यू हॅव टू थिंक इज की ओरिजिनली जेव्हा तो जो त्या लेखकाने लिहिला असेल किंवा एका नाटकाचा मिस लेखक आहे तेव्हा आम्हाला काय पोचवायचं होतं आणि ते पोचलं का. आता ते पॉइंट ए टू पॉइंट बी मध्ये असंख्य प्रसारांनी करता येतं. सो
बरोबर
मी
आहे.
जे नाटक लिहिलं ते तेंडुलकरांनी लिहिलं असतं तर त्यांनी वेगळं लिहिलं असतं, ते चक्रपाणी लिहिलं असतं तर आणखीन वेगळं लिहिलं असतं. पण तो मुद्दा नसतो. मुद्दा असतो की त्यातली जी अँबिग्युटी आहे त्या ओव्हरऑल मॉरली गेटिंग इन टू दॅट पर्टिक्युलर सिच्युएशन विथ युअर फॅमिली आहे. आणि ते जेव्हा ते नाटक, आता मी माझ्या नाटकाबद्दल बोलतोय, रिचाच्या नाटकाबद्दल ती बोलेल, पण तुम्हाला ती त्या प्रोसेसमध्ये जर तुम्हाला त्याचं पर्सनल कनेक्शन झालं आणि तुम्हाला जर का ती जी आर्द्रा होती त्याच्याऐवजी तुमची मुलगी दिसली, ती जी वंदना होती त्याच्याऐवजी तुमची बायको दिसली, तो जो होता त्याच्याऐवजी तुमचा नवरा दिसला आणि तुमचं कनेक्शन व्हायला लागलं त्याच्याशी, तर तो प्ले आपला होतो. आणि हे चंद्रपूरचा काही संबंध नाही त्याची, प्रत्येक नाटकाचं तसंच असतं.
हो, मी आय अग्री.
मीन्स बद्दल आपण याच्यात डिस्कशन या फोरम मध्ये करणं इज नॉट अ राईट थिंग. व्हॉट वी हॅव टू लुक ॲट इज तो जो इम्पॅक्ट होता की ओरिजिनल मुद्दा कळला नाही कळला, आणि तो कळला नसेल तर तो काही फ्लॉज मुळे नाही कळला का.
नाही, दॅट्स नॉट माय पॉइंट.
इथपर्यंत हे कॉन्व्हर्सेशन ठेवा. त्याच्या पुढे तू असतास तर तू वेगळं नाटक दिलं असतं. ते आहेच ना, मुद्दाच आहे तो.
नाही, दॅट इज ऍब्सोल्युटली राईट. मला त्या कनेक्शन बद्दल आणि ऑडियन्स इम्पॅक्ट बद्दल हा मुद्दा नाहीच आहे. माझा फक्त मुद्दा दिग्दर्शक कसा अप्रोच करतो किंवा लेखक काही गोष्टी का कशा लिहितो याबद्दल जास्ती आहे, बाकी काही नाही.
Wadekar, Manoj, you want to say something? You were raising hand. Yeah, go ahead.
I was trying to figure out technical difficulties, these new fan things. Awesome, good job, guys. Both scripts. I mean, I've seen Vikram's script before 3 times or maybe 2 times at least. Seen it, and this third time I heard. So I love that play anyway. So, and you guys did a great job, Mandar and Niranjan. Richa and Anshul and Abbey, Dmitri, Abbey. Really, I had not read this. In fact, even though Richa had picked up this script, I had not read it yet so far. I was lazy and I wanted to keep the suspense on. So I'm really glad I did, because I didn't know what to expect. Amazing thing. In fact, when Chakrapani was saying something, I was thinking exactly other way around. I think I really like the fact that actually you guys switched the characters and stayed with it till the end, because somehow it was much more convincing to see that, you know, girl was talking about guys thinking, and she felt like she was connecting with it. So of course, how the writer writes, and of course I'm not a writer, so I don't know about that, but I loved it the way they did. I like the setting change. It did come through to me somehow. Of course, Zoom is problematic, especially when you don't have green screen on the back. You will see those glasses being transparent and going through and all that kind of things. But loved it. It was a really good play, and I think what Marathi said is true. It's definitely worth actually seeing it, because the script is so flowy. The dialogues were, and I think you guys were doing a great job. I mean, the overlaps were so natural, and I was really impressed with. In fact, Hemang and I were talking about it. What was impressed was basically you guys were not afraid to take long pauses. That was amazing. It's just sometimes it's very tempting to feel that, especially if you're on Zoom, that, you know, if the pause is long, you think, you know, is other guy flaking out on the network or something, so you want to say something, and you didn't do it. So what it was, of course, it was pretty smooth experience. So good job, awesome job. Mangi, do you want to say? Yeah.
Thank you, Manoj. And Richa, you really said what I wanted to say to our English only participants. Really, thank you for your patience. We would really try to do some closed captioning, of course, for the plays, and if possible for this kind of discussions as well, because they are really fun, whatever is going in Marathi as well. Anyone else? I think Alexander, Colin, Emil. I'm just calling out names, guys. If you want to speak, please feel free to speak.
Guys, this is Vaibhav. Can I ask a couple of questions to the English play participants? Sure. So the first question is for Anshul and Abby. So do you guys try playing the characters like Anshul playing Tom for the whole time and Abby just to find out the nuances? Because I mean, I know that Tom has to come out as the predator towards the end, but towards the start, he's the good guy as well. And there are like layers that, of his personality that keep opening. So it's very interesting that this play gives the opportunity for both the participants to actually play the bad guy and also the person who opens him up. So that is the first question. And the second is that the second is for director Richa. That I mean, also the play is written like this, but it seems like that Tom also gives himself up, and that is also because Abbey or Naomi starts playing Tom, and I mean that's why Tom gives himself up too easily. Is that something that comes to your mind as a director?
So if I understand correctly, you're asking, is it because the woman actor plays the male part, she admits to her wrongdoing more easily?
Yeah.
That's an interesting interpretation. That's not how I saw it, but I hadn't thought about it that way. Because, you know, in the conceit of the play, they are reading a script that's already written, in which a man and a woman are having a conversation about their relationship, and the guy confesses to all of this awful stuff he's done. And the only thing that happens is they just read each other's lines for more empathy. So to my mind, no, but I think that's an interesting take.
Hey, Richa, what I felt was every person is a combination of male and female characteristics. When Abby played, being a woman, played a man's role, the things that a man may want to do, which is like scratching your head or whatever the action she was doing, maybe men feel that way, but they never express it. And having her do that role, it happened rather naturally that she used that body language which is very much that women do. Men don't typically, even if they feel that way, will not express with that kind of body language. So from that point of view, it was very interesting to see. And on the other hand, Anshul playing a woman's role, but he was bringing the man in the woman out, which is like not expressed too much physically. And I think they both did a great job of presenting, being in the opposite character, presenting it the way it should be. So I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Actually,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would just like to say one thing about that. As an audience, I think that made me more alert. Otherwise, the play would have been monotonous. That, that's one-sided thing. When the role changes, then I was really got into it, because my objectivity was like, at the peak. Because now I'm trying to see the actual text, actual dialogues. Otherwise, it was just an emotional thing, and it could have been really monotonous thing for me, that one is victim and the other person is just trying, So I think for me, that was the really twist that made me to enjoy the whole play. So
Thank you.
I am completely like Chakrapani, and I should fight offline.
Absolutely. Please do.
Thank you.
Please do call me. We'll fight.
One more thing, Vikram, before you drop, I just wanted to hear from you your experience on the very first set of actors that you worked with. I think Subodh Bhave, for our English participants, is a famous artist in Bollywood and especially in Marathi film industry now. So what was and how was your experience back days in this?
Well, he was not the first one. So originally the play was directed by Chetan, and the first two actors who performed were Sandeep Kulkarni and Kishore Kadam. Both of them are renowned actors in Marathi now. There were a few other actors, I'll not take the names, who actually started the process. And this is a very, as an actor, very intimidating play. Beyond a point, it hits you. And it's very, very difficult for you to sustain those 55 minutes. I think the play reading was close to around 50 minutes. Just to give you an example, we used to run this play for 1 hour, 15 minutes to 20 minutes. So it was that intense. Since then, many people performed. Yes, Subodh Bhave performed along with another person as well. There are many people who have taken this script and have made it their own, which I am very happy about and proud about. Just to give you a background of the script, there is an original French script. I don't remember the name of the play, which was translated in English, called as "Are There Any Tigers in Congo?" Which I adopted in Marathi. And we did actually a performance of this play in Marathi. And then there were actors who actually performed in original Are There Any Tigers in Congo? And that time in NCPA, I was fortunate, we all were fortunate to do a show where we performed in Marathi first, and then they performed in English, the original play. And then there was a press conference, and the remarks that were given was probably somebody from Marathi actually should adopt the play in English and then do it again. So we were lucky. We got a lot of good press as well as reactions on this play. And it was, I think the biggest point of this play was the way it was performed. Beyond a point, as an audience, you were like, I can't take this anymore. I need to get out of this. And the play did not. Normally in any play construct, you will get those moments. And that is the moments that playwright create or directors create or actor create. We call them getaway moments for the audiences. This play does not give you any one. And that's I think is the secret of this play. I was just a device or a tool. I wrote it, but that's what this play is all about.
Thank you, Vikram. With that, for the better interest of time, I am going to call off our discussion today. Thank you, everyone, especially all the actors, especially all the participants who were not able to enjoy both the languages and really had to bear for some time. So thank you once again. I hope you all have liked our concept. We'll try to improvise on top of this now. Please keep on supporting us, and looking forward with many more such excellent scripts in coming months. Stay safe, stay healthy, and let's stay connected. Thank you guys. Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Thank you.